Hello there.
Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am your host Nessie, the captain of this ship. And today we are going to be going back and diving back into House Sanguinis. It's going to be a fun session, a lot of cool down time, a lot of putting things together and planning where to go next. I hope everyone enjoys their time. Remember, stay safe, stay hydrated during this. I'm sorry if I cannot read comments while I am DMing, of course, because I will be busy with my players. However, feel free to follow any of us in chat, as well as make sure to join our various Discord channels and stuff like that. Again, have a wonderful day. And let's get on with the show. Hello, everyone.
Unlock.
Hi. Rada, rada, rada. Rada, rada. Hey, Pika, can you say something?
Hello.
Ma'am was not here during sound check, so I had to raise your volume.
Sorry, I had Mother's Day, so...
Understandable. Pika's a whole day ahead than us, so tomorrow is our Mother's Day. Anyways, is everyone ready?
Never, but let's go anyway.
Yeah, well, the Europeans not really. We're still waiting for televoting.
What is ready but a figment of our imagination?
Exactly.
Ready as what can be.
Going back to last week, all of you had different things that you were doing. Caro, you and Neraina fought one of the largest fights of your life. Caro, in particular, you knew what was potentially at stake with who you are and the repercussions of potentially losing this fight that you had ahead of you. Waking up, you fought courageously and won your battle, instantly teleporting back to your mother and spending the time with her while she sought out the rest of your friends. Violet, your group with Tanwin and Chiara. Chiara, while you were gone last week, we let you sleep the entire day off, while Violet, you and Tanwin, along with Caleb, worked to find out or figure out a plan of where you should go next, knowing that you need to go search for Jonathan next. And finally, Jonathan and Owen, starting off the last session with, how do we put this, interrogating Tressa once more. However, instead of starting there, where I usually start, we are actually going to start with Violet. Violet and crew, on your way out of the second floor area to head downstairs. As you guys open up the door, and Tanwin, you stepping out first, Chiara, you finally get up for the day, kind of stretching, thinking that whatever you had to eat or drink last night must have made you sleep weirdly and have odd dreams where you were in someone else's body. However, when you woke up, you were yourself. And kicking your feet over the side of the bed and standing up slowly, stretching, you hear some arguing outside your door. You hear the voice of, I believe her name, I can find Pika's, of Asgrath, who seems to be scolding someone. However, after a while, you hear a door shut very loudly, and then a second door shut. However, after a few minutes, you decide to step out. Stepping out, you see Tanwin standing outside the door.
Good morning. What was that?
Good morning, Chiara. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I heard door slamming.
You speak up a little bit more, Pika.
I heard door slamming.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about that. Breakfast?
Yeah. I would like breakfast.
I think we'll be heading down fairly soon. I'm gonna pop my head back in and confirm with Violet. Are we gonna head down soon for food?
That was the plan. Let me just get the cat.
Before Chiara goes, she's gonna take a peek in the room where Rai is.
Okay. You open the door, and you are greeted with a sword right at about your head height.
It's gonna be a short place. It's me. I forgot to knock.
After a few seconds of realization, you watch as Asgrath moves her sword back in front of her and kind of puts it kind of into the wood, holding it there and leaning back. As you open the door further and step slightly in, you see Rai. He has his feet kind of up on the bed, or I should say, kind of hanging off the bed, and he is leaning up against this wall.
Is he asleep or awake?
He has his eyes closed.
Did he fall asleep? Is he resting right now?
Do you ask that out loud?
To her, yeah, ask her.
She looks down at you with kind of an incredulous look, almost like regarding you as like nothing. However, Rai kind of opens one eye, looks at you, and he says, "No, just resting my eyes."
You haven't slept since last night?
I have, but not much.
Please do rest. We're about to go have breakfast downstairs. You want anything?
I'll send down someone to get some later. Not hungry right now. Thank you, though, Chiara.
Before she leaves, she's gonna look at Rai to say, "Is everything alright?"
Can you repeat that?
She's gonna look over to Rai to say, "Is everything alright?" Like, with a concerned look to say that what was going on.
Everything's fine, Chiara. You can roll insight.
Okay, hold on. I need to get my sheet up. What's my insight? Tell me, game. Waiting for my doc to load because... Insight 4. So a +4 to my roll. Dice rolls. We'll just do the dice rolls here.
Yep. Love the scroll wheel sound.
I heard it too, but I didn't want to acknowledge it. Woo!
21.
21.
Rye is sometimes hard to read. However, when you look him directly in the face, you can see he's tired as if he hasn't slept all night long. Like he hasn't had any sleep. He's been worrying about something. As you look around the room, though, you notice Wesley isn't there.
Sure, might do something cute. There's a blanket on this bed, right?
Yep.
Like she's gonna go over to Rye, go over to the blanket and put the blanket on Rye, or at least on his lap, to say, and then look at him to say, you know, you also need rest. Please do.
He sighs and just smiles at you, shaking his head. I will, Chiara, I promise.
You better hold to your promise.
I will.
She says as she's like pouting, kinda. Okay. And then she's gonna go over and leave before waving goodbye to Rye.
Okay. He kind of waves back to you as you leave the room and close the door.
Yeah.
Violet, after a few seconds, the Tressum hops up and walks over to the edge of the bed and hops on like the little corner, looking at you, swishing its tail.
She will get up and motion for the Tressum to follow her.
Okay. So the Tressum follows you out of the room and into the hallway, Caleb following shortly behind. As you do that, you watch as Chiara comes out of the room, shutting the door.
Everything okay, Chira?
Yeah. I was a little bit worried about Rye. He hasn't slept at all. He said he rested his eyes, but he seems like he didn't sleep at all. But other than that, I'm fine. Although there's some awkward tension now in that room.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what was happening there?
I might have a theory as to what could be contributing to it, and she will give a pointed look to Tanwin.
Tanwin will be coincidentally not looking in Violet's direction.
You got something you want to say, Tanwin?
Sorry?
She will just raise an eyebrow.
And what did you do?
I may or may not have cast detect thoughts in the vicinity of our draconic friends.
Really?
In my defense, I forgot.
And to be quite honest, we're all
Very
trying
right
to
now.
yeah, and we're trying to avoid prying ears, or at least ears who we don't need to be hearing our conversations.
We have foes as powerful as a draconic friend, so you really can't take any risks.
Tanwin, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Just intelligence?
Just intelligence. That would be a 1d20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, give me a second to grab it.
We're all.
Oh, that's a +5, of course it is. 21.
21.
Also a 21.
You know the distance in which that spell goes off. You know roundabout where that circle can affect. However, the only person you got a glimpse of was Asgrath. However, you did not get Glazel or Rye.
I did find that a tiny bit odd.
Of what?
That was not in character, by the way.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was. Well, if that's it, I'm gonna need to have breakfast. I want to eat.
Yeah, I need coffee ASAP. I need to feed the little monster, and she will point at Astra. And after that, we need to find Jonathan.
I mean,
Jonathan and Caro, ideally.
Can I help feed the? Like she says as she's looking at the creature.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
Now,
Yay.
Chiara, when you look at the Tressum, seeing it in full view, I don't know if you realize this or not, even so, this Tressum towers over Tanwyn. At Tanwyn being a foot tall, this creature is taller than it. How tall are you, Chiara?
According to Chiara's chart, I am. Where is it? Oh, it's in the other dock. Hold on. She is the height of 2'7".
2'7". So this Tressum towers over the 1 foot Tanwyn. It comes to about your shoulders.
Is this
That's-
a Maine Coon Tressum?
This must be a massive Tressum.
It's just it's like
This
a
thing
big
is on my
cat.
shoulder.
Correct. It's like a giant scarf for you, Violet.
Cat, big cat.
big long cat.
Also,
Long
correction, I'm not strictly 1 foot. I'm closer to 1.5 feet.
Either way, it towers over you.
It's big. It's
Right?
long.
So when it stands on like all fours, it comes to about the height of Tanwyn. However, when it sits up more, straightening out its back, it is as tall as your shoulders.
Thing is larger than a Maine Coon.
It is
It's
a
long
magical
cat.
creature.
That is a
It's-
big kibbe.
It's
Big
like one
kitty.
of those big long cats but are super fluffy.
Yes.
Literally.
So, the group of you head downstairs. Walking down the stairs towards the bar area. Hoping to get some food. The last time you were down here, it was pretty late outside. However, as you head downstairs, you see the bar is fairly empty.
Shara will look around at first. She doesn't see Wesley anywhere here, right?
Nope, no Wesley.
If not, she's gonna go over to the bar and going to order food, breakfast.
Okay. You head over to the bar. Does anyone follow Chiara?
I'll follow
I
Chiara.
do.
Okay.
Roll 20. Why must you do this? Oh, you're dragging. Okay.
I got you.
Okay, thank
I
you.
got you.
Appreciate you.
I'm sorry, with a cat that size, they would not be allowed on the bar.
The cat has its own seat. Let the cat
I suppose
sit.
I suppose I could ask the barkeep if they mind if my Tressum wanders a little bit.
The barkeep comes over to you, Chiara, and goes to ask you for your order when she looks up and sees this giant Tressum sitting on the counter. Her mouth just kind of drops for a second, and then she just shakes her head. What can I get for you?
What is there on the breakfast menu?
We got all sorts of things. Name it and we can make it.
Cinnamon rolls?
In the morning?
It'll take a
One
bit
thing-
longer, but I'm pretty sure we can get it for you.
I also have
Cinnamon
a few
rolls and
additional pastries.
pancakes, please.
What did you say?
Cinnamon rolls and some pancakes, please.
Of course. And what would the Tressum like?
Any sort of raw fish that you can get your hands on. If
Of
you got
course.
salmon, that would be preferable.
We'll bring out a fresh plate. Now, any drinks?
A black coffee, please.
Of course.
Orange juice, please.
Coffee, orange juice, and you? Looking at you, Tanwin.
Do you happen to have any mango juice?
We can get some.
Perfect, thank you.
And for you? And he looks over at Caleb, and Caleb just kind of looks up after thinking about something. Black coffee, please. And you watch as the woman goes towards this door over here, opens it up, screams out the orders, and then closes the door behind her.
She knows how to run her bar.
Certainly does.
All right. I want to take a quick look around me, just in case.
Okay, roll me a perception check. What
That's
are
four, I
you
believe.
looking for?
It doesn't really matter because I got a 10, but I'm just looking for anything out of place.
You don't really pick up on anything. You see a bunch of people just kind of sitting around over here. You kind of see like what looks like a goblin man with like a guitar next to him. He's not playing. He seems to be snoring actually, and it's quite loud. You see this woman here, her head is actually on the bar, and she actually has a bottle in her hand, and it looks like she had been drinking, but it's slightly tipped to the side. You see this woman over here, she's kind of just working on paperwork, and that's about all you kind of catch on to.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Violet. You feel Caleb kind of grab your hand and hold it tightly.
Everything all right?
Not exactly.
What's on your mind?
I don't know. Something feels off, and I just can't put my finger on it, and it's kind of bothering me.
Can I listen in on this?
They're right beside you. You can certainly hear this.
Perfect. I'm gonna wait until they're finished.
What would I roll to see if I can pick up on the same feeling?
Insight?
Insight? Perception?
You could do insight, perception, investigation, or arcana.
I have highest in Arcana, so I will do that. Really? That one.
With a nat 1, you kind of like stretch out your magical feeling, but with it being a fairly magical area since you're in the Feywilds, it's really hard to discern any sort of negative feeling from it. It's almost overwhelming. It's not like flashbang sort of overwhelming, but it feels like really warm and comforting.
Well, whatever you're picking up on, I'm not picking up on it.
I don't know.
Does it feel? Is it like? Is it magical? Is it just like an instinct thing? What's driving you crazy?
It feels like walls are closing in. I've had this feeling since yesterday. Ever since we got to Mithridane. And I haven't been able to shake it.
I would like to take this moment to do my own Arcana check. If
Of
I'm
course.
allowed to.
Yep.
Just gonna recheck my modifier. I don't think it's changed. No, it hasn't. Thank you. The fuck?
What? That one.
The bot said no.
Do I?
Should I
have an
do the
inspiration?
check
I
as
do
well?
not have an. Go ahead, Chiara.
What was the modifier?
An
Arcana.
Arcana.
Or
Okay.
investigation, or
If it gives me
Or
three in a
Crow,
row.
or
insight.
Crow, or Violet could use Fates.
I
I'm
am
not using a fate.
very much considering it.
Okay, D20 plus 3.
What the fuck? Is Ian
Today's
around?
Where's Ian?
Where's Ian?
That's another.
Ian, get
Uh,
out of here.
all 4 of you kind of, or 3 of you kind of feel the same thing, where it's just like an overwhelming warmth, and it's really hard to pick through all the feelings.
I'd like an investigation check.
Okay?
22.
Okay, apparently the magic just doesn't like us.
The magic does not like us today.
With an investigation check, when you kind of look outside, because you have a window here, you can also feel as the windows are slightly open, and I'll even give you this, that this door is open to let more breeze in. When you look outside, it looks like a storm is rolling through. You had kind of noticed it the day before with winds kind of picking up last night. However, you can see that the clouds have darkened. And it seems to be... It almost feels slightly humid. Like, you know that feeling of when you're in a wooded area and it's just rained? Like, you can feel like almost like steam coming off the trees. That's how it feels in here. Because
What was the name of the damn word? I know it from
you
Doctor Who.
know,
Thank you.
what is it?
Petrichor.
Yeah, thank you.
Can actually tell you the episode that's from as well.
Doctor's wife. No, no, not that. Is it that
Well,
one?
that's the doctor's wife. It was the doctor's
Okay.
wife.
Nice. Couldn't remember. There's like 2 episodes I remember where they go through the halls of the TARDIS. Yes, Petrichor. Does it all feel natural?
Roll me a nature check.
Ah,
And Luka,
Nature?
nature.
Right. Question: could I all do a survival check instead?
Nope, nature
I
check.
feel like this is the first time I've ever heard someone call for a nature check ever.
Yeah, this is a rarity. Luka, I will also give you this one. You can roll for your friendly neighborhood druid, Caleb.
Nature check?
Nature check.
Okay.
I would advise using his stats.
I'm grabbing them. Where the fuck?
Today
can-
I have a druid.
see.
I have only marginally reasonable nature.
$18.
I will tell you, Tony, you don't get a lot with a 1.
I know, don't worry.
Yeah. With an 18, however, Caleb grabs onto your hand tighter. It feels as if the plants are angry or worried that something is about to happen. As if a horrible storm is approaching. And it's not any normal storm.
Do any of us have speak with plants?
He does.
He does.
He does.
We could go ask a tree or something.
How comfortable do you feel talking to the plants and seeing what's happening?
Can you repeat?
She's directing this question at Caleb. How comfortable are you with going up and talking to a plant?
In public? Not great. But I've been hearing them whisper.
What are you, the Rex?
What are they? Do you know? What are they saying? Anything specific, or is it just that the horrible storm is coming?
Something about a horrible storm is coming.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. I want to try to focus in on the storm and see what about it is weird.
What were you going to try to do?
I just want to, just look at the storm, watch it, see if anything is weird about it that I can see with my eyes. Because magic doesn't like me, apparently.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
So you walk over here to step outside.
I think I'll go ahead and follow.
17.
With a 17, you see the storm is moving in quickly. The clouds are moving faster than you have seen most storms move in your time. There are speckles of purple and dark blues and grays in the clouds. However, when you see thunder and lightning, or hear thunder and lightning, and see lightning in the distance, it's not the usual color it usually is. However, as you are standing out here, you see a certain someone you recognize over here in the corner.
Ah, I see.
He seems to be talking
Over
to
here.
someone.
Over here?
Yep.
Who is he talking to?
Do you say that out loud?
No, that's right, out of character. What do I roll to see if I can figure out who he's talking to?
You wouldn't be able to see him, would you?
I'm right next to you now.
Can you see him right now?
It would be hard to see him. Mostly you recognize Wesley from the back of his jacket and clothes that he changed into the last time you saw him.
I'm going to reposition.
However, this person, all you can see is they have a cloak on and they have a scarf around their neck and they seem to have a wizard's hat.
A wizard? Now that's interesting.
I think that I don't have a reason not to be skeptical of Wesley, so I would just walk over and say hi. Well, I'll just walk over and I'll say hi.
Okay, so you head over
Crow's
there.
going to sigh and follow.
So the two of you start to walk over, and as you approach closer, Violet, you watch as the man here stops talking and kind of looks at you to the side, cocks his head to the side, and then taps Wesley on the shoulder, where Wesley turns and, a little shocked, sees the two of you. Oh, hey, sorry to bother you, Violet. How are you this morning?
Little overtired, but I've got the quick fix for that. I haven't seen you since last night, Wesley. Did you get caught up in something?
Before you're not here, Tiara. Before he speaks, you watch this man come from kind of behind him and step forward. I believe this is my fault.
I'd like to read both of their body languages. Take a look. Do I notice anything? What do I roll?
Perception?
Alright then. Come on, Ian! Stop that!
Ian, what are you doing?
They just seem to be friends. Violet, you recognize this man.
What?
This is one of the mages from the mage school. This is Seraph Flux. He is the teacher of conjuration. You know him as the partner of Gaia Phoebius, who is another teacher.
Do we know their allegiance?
You assume.
You're one of the professors at the Mage School, right? Flux?
Yes, I am. I'm the teacher of the conjuration class.
Yes, I remember. I think I've heard of you.
Sorry about this weird meeting. I'll talk to you later, Wesley. I'll send, Gaia your regards. And you watch as Wesley kind of, waves him off, and he just kind of turns and walks down the pathway out of sight.
Did I interrupt something I shouldn't have?
No, Violet, no. I was getting information about the mage school.
Good
Apparently,
information.
no, apparently Apernath is moving to enforce more stricter rules through the council.
Just what we need to
Strict
hear.
how?
As in, he is cracking down on what means to be a true mage.
Nope. So who falls into that category?
We don't know yet. It hasn't gone through council, but Seraph was informing me of it because Gaia would not match.
Gaia wouldn't. The what?
On what grounds? What is getting excluded with this?
That is more personal. That is definitely a question to ask her when you get a chance. But
Any
trust
guesses?
me, apparently she doesn't fit the bill. So, I believe Gaia and Seraph both were planning on going into seclusion for a bit, and they wanted to inform me of that to pass on to, our allies.
He'd exclude his own professors?
Did you say that out
I have
loud?
Under my breath, but yeah.
I have a feeling that this is not coming. This is not an idea of Apernath's, considering who he's aligned with.
I hate it, but you're probably right.
We'll have to see, but I need to inform Rye of it right away.
Understandable.
This complicates a lot.
I'm guessing this means you just
Wesley.
lost a valuable.
Yes.
If I may, before you go up there, I was watching the storm rolling in, and it seems a little bit odd to me, but I can't, with all the magic in here, I can't tell if it's being caused by anything magical or if this is just a freak, Feywild thing. Do you know what this could be? It's making me and Caleb a little bit uneasy. It's a strange question, I know, but
It is odd. And that was something else Seraph brought to my attention, that it seems very unnatural. It seems to be
don't
coming
think-
from the south.
you don't
Far
think this
south.
could be conjured by any far south? What's in the far south?
The far south, I believe. I know partially the south. Out of character, we're in the Feywilds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, far south, that's domain. I know southwest is domain of the Aberrants, Koname. And I don't believe.
The far right is
The Drow?
no, the three protectates of the Fates. Supposedly. It's a forest. No one has really gone into there, nor is it habitable for anyone.
So then chances are this is probably coming from or related to those aberrants. That does not bode well.
We'll have to see as it rolls through.
This wasn't conjured, was it?
I can't tell that.
I can't
Yeah.
either.
Maybe not conjured,
it's
but
so-
it could be influenced.
It's so difficult to tell if anything magical is involved with this.
Even I am having quite a bit of trouble. I tend to stay in the mundane world and not so much in the various different planes of existence, if you will.
Yeah. This is my... If I've been to the Feywilds, I haven't been here since I was a kid.
Can I do a history check to see if I've ever seen a phenomenon like this?
Roll me a
Because
history check.
I spent a lot of time in the Feywilds. This is my home realm. 24!
You cannot remember in any of your history this ever happening before.
That in itself is useful. This is not a phenomenon I've seen before in any of my trips across the Feywilds. This does.
I wonder if
concern me.
anybody else has picked up on it.
I'll ask around. I can ask for you.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I wish that my mother was here. She'd probably have an idea.
Hmm.
Alright, well, I won't hold you for any longer, Wesley. We will probably meet up again at some point.
Of course. Keep me
Oh, and,
informed if you can. Try to at least.
I assume there was no word on the hunters.
No. None.
Damn it.
I didn't
Damn
get
it,
any
damn it,
word
damn
of
it.
them.
Well, I guess that means we're gonna have to search for them ourselves.
I'll talk to you both later. Is Chiara inside?
She's at the bar. Last I saw her, yeah.
Okay. I'll follow you in because I have something to give her.
Yeah, of course. And I will just walk back in.
Okay. So the three of you head back into the bar. Chiara, after a while, you receive your food, you're munching down on it. You see the Tressum eating some of the fish, and Caleb sitting and sipping some of his coffee. After a while, you see both Tanwin and Violet enter the building, and then after a while, you see Wesley. He looks tired. Chiara, I think you're muted. Earth to Chiara.
Is Chiara asleep?
Did Chiara die on us? We'll head back to Chiara after this. After a little bit, I guess Wesley will come and join you for food as all of you start to eat. From here, we head to Tressa's home.
Fuck.
It's our turn now.
Unfortunately.
Time to roleplay.
Ah.
I've still got a zone of truth up.
Yes, you do. You still have Zone of Truth up.
Yeah, you know, that does not... Oh, well, actually, I passed the check, didn't I?
Yeah. Anyone
Yeah.
with blue little ticks did not pass.
Right. So, Christian, who isn't saying anything anyway, can't lie. Zeta can't lie, and the little hobbit can't lie either.
Yeah. Tim.
The hobbit. He's the hobbit now.
Yes.
He looks like a hobbit. Yeah, and also the unconscious lady, but
Yes.
it's not exactly something that it helps us, so... Unless there's a speak with unconscious person spell somewhere,
So,
God. I just theoretically, if someone is in a coma but you need information, would killing them and casting Speak with Dead be a legitimate tactic to get it?
that's horrific to think about.
But would it work?
AH, I love you. It would probably work.
Just cast Revivify after you.
Anyway.
Problem.
Anyways. Tressa gave you a lot of information last time.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about how she has been only doing this for her family. And how her whole object was to keep all of you here just a little bit longer.
Right. I think this is something that we have to discuss out of character more than in character, because we can't really discuss it in character, can we? Because she's right there.
You guys could go to a different room.
Yeah, and what's Tressa gonna do the second we do that?
There are
We
two
can leave Chloe
NPC.
and,
There
yeah,
are
we
two
can leave
NPCs.
Chloe and
Christian.
Christian to watch over.
I don't trust Tressa though. Like, not even enough to leave her alone with two people in the room.
It's up to you.
Damn it, why do I have to make decisions? I hate this.
Because it's fun torturing my players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Fuck you.
That's
Izzy.
why I have ideas like killing comatose patients to cast spells. Right. My mental math right now is literally, is it worth dealing with Owen's disapproval to tie up this loose end once and for all?
Again, up to you.
Yeah. This is genuinely probably the hardest decision you have put before me in this game.
Good.
And unfortunately, you know what happens when I hit a two-way fork in the decision road and neither side has particular good arguments for it?
You get decision paralysis.
He gets out the coin.
Uh-oh.
It's the coin. Let's see.
The coin.
I'm gonna go
coin of
full
fate.
Two-Face mode here and let the coin decide her fate.
Is heads good or evil?
Heads is evil. Okay, we're not going evil today.
Harvey Dent has won out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what would the Jonathan equivalent be here for Two-Face? Like, what are the two sides? Hunter
It's your
versus
character.
human?
It's your
Like
character.
Hunter versus human, I guess?
Yeah.
The human side won out?
Yes. Humanity won out.
Or like morals versus annoyance in this case, more like.
Morals versus training.
That would imply that hunters are trained to execute people if they might become an issue at some point in the future. Which,
I
considering
mean,
Oh, you did have
I mean,
Gerald.
possible.
You did
Nessie,
have.
it's your vampire agents. You tell us, what do they get trained to do?
You had Gerald as a teacher.
oh.
And Gerald's
Gerald-
code of honor is just shoot the fuckers, or
He is lawful evil.
right?
that doesn't.
Oh, we shoot
That
the
doesn't
fuckers.
shoot him in the
Acting
face.
for-
Right. Okay. So, okay, where in the conversation did we stop exactly? I know we talked about the things a bit out of character later, but where in the conversation did we stop? I need to slip back in.
You had just asked her what was she doing and why did she put, or what did she put exactly in the soup to cause you to pass out. And all she said in response is that someone with a dark complexion, with dark hair and a beard, cloaked, gave her some mystery white powder that she was to put in the soup and give it to the hunters that were more than likely going to follow her down into here.
And I was able to identify the powder.
Yes, as Amarithia, which you know is a toxin to vampires.
Right. So, we've established that it's most likely Gerald who.
You
gave
can assume
Trent.
that.
We can assume that, yes. We're going to assume that for now until contrary evidence appears. But for now, we're going to assume that Gerald gave Tressa the magic roofie, and therefore has a problem with what we're doing right now. That does not necessarily mean our cover is blown, though. Just means we were in the way, and Gerald has already been dealing with people in the way, and considering that he could have just as well just fucking poisoned us, this sort of speaks for the fact that he doesn't want us actually dead. You know? I feel that's a logical conclusion here. Right, anyway. Back to the arch-traitress herself. Just looking at her something. know I dislike people that make my life more difficult than it has to be, and there have been a lot of those recently, not many of which are in my reach. You are. So, give me a good reason why I shouldn't tie this particular loose end up right here.
I don't have a good reason. Except my two siblings need me. I'm the only able-bodied person to take care of the both of them.
But cast a weird glance at the hobbit, like, he seems somewhat self-sufficient to me.
He's an idiot. Not too intelligent.
What is his facial expression right now?
It's completely blank.
Right. So just gives him a look, like, okay, yeah, you might be onto something.
Hannah
Are laughing from the other room.
Hannah was more self-sufficient than Tim was. And in all honesty, the two of them worked well together, except, of course, as you can see, she's severely hurt. We don't know, again, what sort of damage she's taken.
Out of character. Zeta, didn't you take a look at the comatose lady?
I did.
What did you gather from that again?
What did I gather from that, Nessie?
Severe,
It was like a month ago.
yeah, extremely concussed, quite a bit of head trauma, quite a bit of physical body trauma. Lots of bruising, no outward cuts or anything except one in her side that is bleeding and when you entered seemed to be poorly wrapped up. However, you have since wrapped it up better.
Would I be in any position to give a prognosis for recovery time?
Roll me a medicine check.
What is my medicine?
Planning phase. Trezor gets a life license for now, but that can
15.
still get revoked.
15. With a 15, you're a well-trained doctor at this point. It's a kind of a toss-up whether or not she will have brain damage or not. With what you can't exactly look inside what damage her brain has taken. However, she has quite a few pretty good dents in her skull that feel like she was hit pretty hard when you were doing a look over. And she is heavily bruised. She could have more internal injuries other than the gash in her side. However, without proper equipment, you can't look into that. You can heal up the basics, but it doesn't stop everything.
Well, she's certainly in no position to go off on her own without Tressa then.
Yes.
Yeah, but how the fuck does Tressa expect to transport her in that stage without significantly worsening all her current problems?
Is that like a Fey ambulance?
Even if there was, she's trying to remain out of.
Yeah, she's trying to keep a low profile, dragging a comatose person around with her. And, with head injuries specifically, you have to be careful moving people. So, what the fuck's the plan here? In fact, yeah, that's an excellent question. Let's just ask Tressa that. Okay, so now, even if I did decide to be very gracious and let you leave here, how exactly do you intend to transport that like sort of pointing at both of them.
Someone was to come here and help me.
Someone.
I don't know who. But
By any chance, would this someone be the same person who gave you the powder?
no.
Suspiciously trustworthy of such a paranoid person. Trusting, not trustworthy, trusting.
Like I said, I was just trying to get out of here. I want to be as far away as possible and in safer grounds than here. As I said, I have friends in the Underdark who are helping me get there. And there is a passageway and people who take people back and forth from war-torn areas here in the Feywilds.
Okay, brief out of character question, because I again can't remember because it's been so long. Did we actually get a reason for why we should seek the comatose lady out?
Yes, because she was part of the list. She was on the list as killed in action.
Yeah,
Which
but
It was
again,
on
like,
the list.
wanted us
There
to
was,
find
there was
her.
also a specific reason why we were going for her in particular.
Oh, she was a contact that Victoria had.
right. Well, I mean, in her current state, she's kind of useless, and not knowing what information we are even supposed to be getting from her, we're also kind of in a pickle. So, ironically enough, just letting Tressa go and then trying to seek her out again later, once the recovery period has passed, might be a better idea here, because we can't really do much until she recovers. I mean, alternatively, we could also go the. I mean, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Just, yeah, no, whatever. This genuinely seems like a better plan right now. To give her a conditional license for life, provided we get our intel later. Or would Owen have any objections to this plan? Probably not, right?
I don't think he would.
Right, good. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think we should be fine then. Okay, so Durham's definitely thinking about this a bit. It's a very deep sigh. Like, okay, Tressa, listen very carefully. You're going to get one more chance to get the hell out of Dodge and not interfere with our business. At some point in the future, when our dear Sleeping Beauty over there has recovered, we might need some information. At that point, we would like to receive this information without having to hunt you down again. After this, we may very well leave you in peace for the rest of your days, however long that may be. Do you understand?
You watch as she kind of chews on her lip for a second, and then she shakes her head. I can do that. Is there a way to contact you? I have Neraina's phone number, and that's about it.
That should suffice.
When Hannah has awoken, I'll contact her.
And please do make sure she gets proper medical attention when you get to wherever it is you're going. No
Also,
more holding up in a basement like this.
Can I roll insight on her saying she's gonna do it?
Sure.
Because, like, at this point, trust with Tressa has reached -2, so
I figured.
30-20.
With a dirty 20, she seems very... What's the word? I'm looking for a proper word for this.
Genuine?
Yeah, she seems very genuine here. She knows that she has been pushed into a corner. And she seems to just really care about her two siblings. As you've kind of watched her and her body language, watching her very carefully, you in fact have watched her kind of peek over to her sister quite often, each time that her sister has kind of like had a shattered breath or has kind of shivered in her sleep.
Oh, then. Considering there appears to be activity we are not meant to witness happen, and it's no longer talking to Tressa, just the group entirely. There seems to be activity taking place we are not meant to witness. I suggest we split in two and head back the way we pick two routes to go back the way we came. See if we run into anybody on the way.
Christian will speak up. That makes the most sense.
Right, Owen.
I agree. I also agree.
Good. I'm gonna presume you would prefer to take Chloe with you.
Of course.
Right, then we're decided. Let's head out.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave behind a small amount of medical supplies for Hannah.
Okay. You
Painkillers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you place it on the table, and Tressa looks up to you. You can see tears kind of at the corner of her eyes, and she just whispers to you, "Thank you."
I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to leave wordlessly.
Okay. In groups of two, you head out into the main area, ducking back and forth, taking two different routes. Oh my god, why the fuck are there red noses everywhere? I hate all of you. I need you in groups of two. So each group, roll me one survival check, each of you. As in, either Jonathan or Christian roll for your group, Chloe or Owen roll for the other group.
Let me see who's got it higher. Okay, Chloe's is a plus. What's mine? Chloe. Yeah.
Damn it. What's the survival check for? That's actually important with Rangers.
You are trying to find your way back without being seen.
Oh, Chloe's a ranger. I've got to check her favorite terrain.
You are in city desert.
Fortunately, I don't think that's Chloe's.
Or city beach, because it's fairly close to the beach.
Don't think that's Chloe's either.
Hold up, I'm just gonna say that with Natural Explorer, if I'm in my favorite terrain, I literally cannot become lost except by magical means. And Urban is my favorite terrain. So I'm definitely...
Why?
And I mean, Christian is also a ranger, so...
Yeah.
Our subgroup has 3 rangers. How does that happen?
Hunters.
Monkey together strong.
Just being hunters.
Again, if I'm in my favorite
3
terrain, I
rangers.
get bonuses out the ass, but as soon as I leave my favorite terrain...
You're fucked.
Yeah, but my favorite terrain, Urban, in the modern times, that's kind of broken, you know?
Yeah.
Chloe's favorite terrain is the fucking Underdark, and she has not been there yet. So...
She's done a lot of work. She's done a lot of work in the Underdark. So, all of you work your way through, taking almost the slow way around. However, I need all of you either to make me investigation, perception, or arcana checks.
Perception check in my favorite terrain, you say?
That's perception, arcana, or
Investigation.
okay.
As I gave the same ones to the last group.
This is me rolling perception. 25.
Damn.
You can just
Do I
put
need to
the-
roll for Christian at this point?
Yes. You will.
So it's arcana's
Okay,
plus
let me
4,
pull it up.
my
Where is this?
Find out
investigation
if he's a
is plus
dumbass
4,
or not.
my
Yes.
perception is
I already know that compared to Jonathan, at least, like, yeah, he has good perception, but actually, does he have a favorite terrain? Where is it? Oh, what the oh, Natural Explorer, that's what it's called. Natural Explorer. Ah, fuck, Christian doesn't have Urban, the fucking idiot.
What is Chris's
favorite
favorite
terrain?
terrain?
The Underdark and Forest, for some
Oh.
fucking reason.
So we're both stuck with Underdark companions.
Right, he still rolls a 10.
Okay.
I think, yeah, at least he's not fucking blind. He's just not, you know. Where's the sticker?
So we have 14 with a Chloe, Owen with a 9. Okay, only you, Jonathan. Jonathan, as you're
Yeah.
walking through, getting very close to where you had previously been at the tavern, you finally make it towards the main path. However, you look up at the sky and you get this horrible foreboding feeling. You start to
Yes,
hear
that's
the
before she-
thunder.
Second favorite terrain, but she doesn't. Interesting.
You start to hear the thunder erupt from the far south of the city. It seems far away, even past the city, but it's coming from the south, that is. And you see the lightning out in the distance, and it looks unnatural. It's an unnatural color.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this is what the fuck is magic, Jonathan. So, saying, "Oh, the lightning storm feels foreboding and unnatural," he's just going to say, "Ah, fuck, probably magic or some shit. It's the different fucking dimension," and just keep going.
Okay, so
So,
you continue off onto the path. Owen and Chloe.
I just want to point out I noticed Chloe's second favorite terrain is blank, so I'm making that urban, okay?
Okay. That is fine. You guys enter from the opposite direction that Jonathan and Christian entered. However, after a while, all of you meet up kind of in the center. Jonathan, you seeing Owen across the way, and Owen, you seeing Jonathan.
I feel like Zone of Truth would have stopped because we've
Yes.
left the mail
Yes.
so you can drop the dots.
I was getting to it. Okay. You guys have made it back after hours of what seemed like waiting around and questioning people. You have finally made it back. However, the tavern seems quiet. You know that it is fairly early morning still. You can actually smell fresh baked bread coming from inside the tavern itself. It seems like they're baking the bread for the coming day.
I mean, we're hardly gonna kill time outside, so especially not even Jonathan is not gonna kill time outside if there's any form of thunderstorm incoming, magical or non-magical. So, in we go.
In you go. You should have control of your characters.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Which way are you guys going in?
The front door?
Okay. Owen, are you choosing to do the same?
Yes, the front door is the natural, least conspicuous way to enter. Well, the most inconspicuous way to enter, so...
Yeah, like the
Okay.
back door has certain connotations, you know?
Fucking damn it.
Happy to entertain.
The group of you enter into the tavern. As you enter, Jonathan, you see the group first. You see all your friends sitting at the bar eating some breakfast.
Figures they were sitting around.
Oof.
Am I wrong?
Not really.
Do I notice them enter?
You're very hyper focused on your food. However, since Pika is now back, Pika, you watch as Wesley enters the room, sits down next to you, and hands you something. It's a little box.
Does it have a ring in it?
The fuck?
It's a little ring
That
pop.
sounded like an actual like voice thing in the sound thing. Oh
I
my
thought
God.
so too. For a second, I
Yeah.
thought that was a soundboard effect before I realized that was just AXO. That
That's
was me.
EXO in the background. It really did sound like a soundboard. She's gonna look into the box.
As you open the box, it's a little piece of chocolate.
Is it in the shape of a ring?
It's in the shape of a little heart.
But Chiara's just gonna smile. She's happy for the chocolate.
I picked it up while I was in the marketplace waiting for Seraph to come talk to me. I hope it does as it says it's supposed to. As the seller says, it's supposed to give you wings. Take it at that.
Red Bull chocolate?
But anyways, I am going to leave the group to whatever talks you have to do. I need to go talk to Rai. Is he still upstairs, Chiara?
Yeah, though keep in mind, I don't think he slept yet. He seems very tired.
It's probably my fault. I'll deal with it when I get up.
Your fault?
I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you later, Chiara. And he kind
Yeah.
of pats your shoulder and walks away.
She'll wave back before looking at the others, concerned for Wesley. What do you guys know what he meant by his fault?
I'm sure he'll catch us up to speed once we get back upstairs.
She'll put the box away into probably her jacket pocket.
Chiara, when you go to kind of put it in your back pocket, you see Jonathan and Owen entering the tavern.
She'll probably wave at them.
Jonathan and Owen, you see Chiara waving at you. Everyone would see this. You guys now see that your hunter compatriots have joined you.
Those did not exactly look
Jonathan.
happy.
Is Jonathan
What?
ever happy though?
Oh,
Truly.
Booms.
We lost
Um,
someone.
oh no.
Oh, Zeta.
Was
Zeta.
that an exo?
Zeta's
Scotland
been,
has been annihilated, unfortunately.
Zeta's been
Zeta
having
also
computer issues.
Yeah.
he also died from the. He's no longer on the roll 20.
Yeah,
again,
Zeta's
Scotland,
PC crashed.
Scotland has been atomized, I'm sorry to say.
Goodbye, Scotland.
I will put them here.
That solves the Scottish question.
Independence from
We
life.
will miss you, little European Canada.
The hat.
Anyways,
The angry hat.
That's the joke.
Jonathan, you are weaponized with a lot of information.
Cool. Okay, one moment. I'm going to consult. I have the other type of decision where I consult the two-face mode,
coin.
which is a more or less insignificant decision where I nonetheless can't figure out what the fuck I want to do.
What do you choose to do?
Alright. Apparently, the coin says not to get drunk, so
You should, though.
yeah,
At
Jonathan, so
8 a.m. in
Jonathan
the morning.
contemplates it for a moment, actually getting a stiff drink for a moment. But instead he goes, no, best not to pick up new coping mechanisms and sort of. Can you smoke in this establishment?
Yes, you
Or
can.
does he? Yeah, okay, so he probably wouldn't have cared if he couldn't, but wonderful time to do it.
You guys see Jonathan open up his pack of smokes, light a cigarette, and take a very, very, very long draw of his
Full
cigarette.
lung.
Like full lung. You have not seen him do this, nor look as old as he currently does.
Certainly.
What in the nine hells happened to you?
I don't think I'm in audio range yet.
You are.
Oh, now I am, but where I was standing before I wasn't. Okay, since I've apparently teleported, yes, I did hear Luca. I'm just gonna sort of make eye contact and then look away again. And
Okay then.
take another drag.
A rough day.
Okay then. Remind me to buy Jonathan a drink later.
He always looks unhappy.
His look gets even more deadpan than it was.
Is that
Again,
terrifying
there's
with
no
being a
difference to
hunter?
Chiara. He always looks unhappy.
Maybe not the best thing to say right now.
Christian kind of looks over at you, Jonathan, raises an eyebrow and looks at the group, and just shakes his head. We have had the worst 8 hours of our lives, I think. I think that goes as far as our worst mission ever.
I think.
what exactly
Well, hold up, just towards Christian, like, well, you certainly underestimate my career so far, but the latter half of the statement is correct, yes?
We've had some bad missions, Jonathan. We've had some bad ones. However, that I think that tops it.
Yeah, again, like he was agreeing with the mission part, just not the worst 8 hours part.
Yeah.
I can certainly share in the sentiment.
Sort of visibly pulls himself together and goes, so, what have you been doing in our absence?
That is actually something I would like to discuss with you, Jonathan. You are half of the people that we need for what we are about to do.
Yes, we're also
And
looking
what's
for.
that? Oh, okay, actually, hold. I think this conversation goes beyond bar talk. So
It most certainly does.
sort of like
So-
very unhappily gets up again.
Question: I'm going to quickly ask. I might have to make a history check to decide. I hope I don't have to. Have I seen what kinds of food Jonathan likes to eat?
Jonathan, what sort of food do you like to eat?
Don't think he's particularly picky.
He's never been picky.
I mean,
All
the
right.
only thing I can tell you with confidence that he likes is broccoli, because I wrote that as one of the random facts about him.
Okay. Bartender, can you grab us another plate of pastries?
The bartender
Like,
is
this also-
nowhere to be seen.
Damn it.
I also feel like, what kind of question is that? You wouldn't know, would you?
In case, like, we were at a banquet a couple sessions back, so I was thinking perhaps I spotted Jonathan. aiming for
Scotland,
something.
it appears, has had enough of a non-existence and has reconstituted itself.
Yeah, the whole country just vanished for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
A
Some
brief, a
Doctor Who
brief
shenanigans.
respite, like a brief respite from the UK, you know.
we're permitted to do it once every 200 years.
Yeah, even non-existence is preferable to.
To being a part of
Alright.
England. Anyways,
Before we do go somewhere else, Violet's gonna motion over to Astra. Astra, come meet my friends.
you guys watch as this nearly 2 feet tall, almost giant black Maine Coon cat struts forward and sits right in front of you, Jonathan. Her the tail is swishing.
Jonathan clocks it for like the first time, like fully consciously, just while staring at it. And he goes, what in all the fucks is that?
Meet Astra, our friendly Tressum. She likes
Friendly.
fish.
Yes, this is my family's Tressum.
Does Jonathan even know what the fuck a tressum is?
You know what you
Roll
infer?
me an animal handling check.
But I also
Animal
roll
handling,
with-
have we ever?
We're getting to use some interesting ones today.
Animal handling. Oh, that's wisdom. That's great.
I've had animal handling checks before, though nature is
Nat
just literally
20.
never-
Nat
I waste my nat 20 on this.
on this.
It would be
Seen a few.
funnier if I had a nat.
I got a
20. Yes, that's funny. That's actually funny.
Fuck off,
That's
Faxo. Fuck off. That's rude. Anyways, with your nat 1, Owen, you have no idea what this is. This looks like a giant Maine Coon. That's all jet black. However, after it sits in front of Jonathan, you watch as its giant wings that are nearly 3 feet like spread out from her back. This is no normal cat. However, with a nat 20, you've studied a variety of magical creatures as you are a vampire hunter. Most vampire hunters are not just quote unquote vampire hunters, they are monster hunters as well as, for lack of a better word, magical police. So you have seen tressums before. However, you have never seen a tressum this big. This seems like a full-grown tressum. You know that they get quite large. However, it seems like you've never ever seen a fully adult tressum.
Well, tired brain Jonathan is just gonna look at the cat thing for a moment. Is that one of those fancy cats?
I mean, she's quite, she is quite fancy, so yes, I would say so. Mostly just like let her sniff you, let her get to know you. If she
Don't let
flies
her eat
around you,
you.
just let her. Don't let her eat you. Um, just so that she knows you and decides not to attack you.
Fascinating. Can we go have a talk now?
Absolutely. She will motion for Jonathan to follow her up to the room that they have.
Okay. The group of you head
Off we go.
upstairs.
We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful
wonderful
Wizard of
Wizard of Oz.
Oz. Because.
Muggins!
Hey!
The wonderful Wiz there was.
Yay!
Oh my god, come on.
Where the fuck am I?
Woo!
Give me a second. I am
Not there.
trying to get the group together.
Now there are two groups.
My computer is being very slow.
I got it.
The group of you start to head up. Violet and Caleb kind of leading the group up to their rooms. As you guys turn around the corner, you see this woman step out.
Hold up, one moment, I'm in a different tab.
And she shuts the door behind her.
Who's that? Oh, that's what it is.
She kind of turns towards you guys and then finally clocks the group of you, looking right at Tanwyn, glaring slightly, and then continuing to walk out of this area. Past everyone. As she passes by you, Jonathan, and Owen, this woman is large. Not in the sense of overweight, but she is taller than you. She is more built.
How much
Yeah,
taller are we
it's
talking? Are you
like 7-8 foot taller. She
Jesus.
is tall.
So like
Lady Dimitrescu.
stealth of -5, basically.
Yes. Even though she has elf-like features, she has, however, is built like a truck. Like, she would take one swipe of her sword, and she would take out all of you with one fell swoop.
Fascinating. This is Jonathan, though. He's just gonna go, magic, we're in a different fucking dimension, and very
Okay.
much one-track mind right now. Do not have time for this.
So she heads out. The rest of you
Alright, bye, big lady.
gather kind of in this corner. There we go. Getting all of you over here. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but I would rather discuss this behind closed doors.
You watch as the Tressum kind of trots past all of you, kind of swipes herself against Chiara's leg. Chiara, roll me a strength check. Or
Yeah, Chiara's
actually,
gonna fall over,
a
like-
strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a
I would
strength.
like to assist Kiara.
Uh-oh.
There's no.
I would like to
boy,
assist
there's
Kiara.
not even gonna
You
be
cannot
that
assess
much.
this.
We're gonna
Damn
do
it.
counterbalancer?
Let her
I have
let her
wings.
let her cook.
I can
Listen.
catch.
Let her cook.
You are tiny. Oh.
With
Plus
an 11,
There's no even a saving throw. It's nothing.
With an 11, the Tressum kind of bumps her hip against you, and you kind of topple forward, but you're able to kind of keep your balance. And you watch as the Tressum enters the room and hops up onto the only chair in the room, taking a nice little curled ball and laying down.
Which room is that?
This one.
The one in
Lower.
front of us.
Okay.
Right, anyway, in we go.
We're all going in.
Yes.
Position yourselves nicely.
Jonathan's just going to enter the room, see the cat on the fucking chair, and just
Sorry, Jonathan. First come, first serve.
and like, if someone had detect thoughts on, they would right now be seeing a very vivid imagining of him unloading a full magazine into this cat. Um, because-
Can I perceive? Question: Can I perceive this irritation from Jonathan and its source?
Not
he's
right
still
now,
staring
no.
like full on deadpan. It's just mentally he is just done at this point. He wants to sit the fuck down, and there is a cat preventing him from doing so. He does not give a shit how fancy this cat is. It is a cat and has no right to the fucking chair.
When are we gonna get an arc where Jonathan lets all this repressed violence out?
He does it every time we get a combat encounter.
I think that Violet will kind of just like call over to Astra. Astra, do you wanna take the bed for now? I think it's gonna be more comfortable in that chair.
She perks her head up, cocks her head to the side, looks at you, Jonathan, flutters her wings, hops off the chair, and kind of strolls over to the bed, hops up, and kind of sits right up against your butt, Chiara.
I'm just going to throw out here, if the cat had not chosen to move on its own, Jonathan would have flipped the chair.
Just kind of topple the chair forward
Yeah,
so
just
the
topple the chair, right it back, and sit down before the cat has an opportunity to do.
And the cat would sit on you afterwards.
Anger, Jonathan.
It wouldn't if it knew what it was good for.
Christian just
You
kind of
just literally are
sits on the arm of the chair, leaning up against it.
Yep, this deserved.
After everyone settles in. However, we are going to take a 15-minute break now.
Cool.
I'm gonna make a burger.
Welcome back, Dragon. That's kind of so the reason I did not go right away to Caro
Yeah, sure.
is because Dragon and Caro are together. And I didn't want I wanted to wait
I got
for
back as quick as I could. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's why I was holding it off.
I
I'm
gotta
letting
move
y'all know
closer to
now,
my
Axel
family.
had to do a hard restart his laptop.
That's fine. That's why he's
Thank you for-
frozen.
Thank you for stalling, and I was actually listening for the drive home, so I know exactly what is going on.
Okay. I have given him cat cam. Athena is out.
We've gotta have a moment where Jonathan just snaps one day.
Jonathan is. I think Jonathan's gonna
I
lose.
cannot wait for that.
It can happen 1 month, it can happen in 2 years, but one day Jonathan is just gonna snap.
That's at the height of Jonathan's personal arc, where he goes, "Fuck this shit! I am reforming this society from the ground up, so I don't have to
I'm gonna
deal
use
with
the
this
restroom.
BS."
Tony, you misunderstand. You do not want that to happen because if Jonathan's patience snaps, he's just going to retire on the spot.
Unless he doesn't have that option. Like,
No,
unless he's in a
literally.
situation where his only option is to fix the society.
No, his only option in this, like, he very well might decide that this is a problem for someone else now and just go home.
Yeah, I'm saying, but imagine a situation where he can't go home
He's
Maybe
going to
his
do it
home
anyway.
Is under threat.
If he snaps, he doesn't care. He's going to go home. Unless there's no home to return to, in which case, God help anyone who's responsible for that.
Sounds
Hey,
legit.
Nessie is here. That might
Mm.
happen.
I mean,
Now,
again,
Ness-
if it happens, Donovan becomes a very story-unfriendly character. So
Imagine if the Vampire Hunter Society takes his family hostage.
he becomes a very story-unfriendly character.
All right, I need to launch the
Oh,
game
and,
to actually be in
VRV,
it. There we go.
Like in the
Yes.
interest of
food.
me being able to preserve plot points while staying in character, don't do that.
Actually, real quick, JH, you on my phone for Twitch, you and Owen were a tiny bit quiet. I know you did not kill Tressa, but what exactly was she going to do?
We basically sent her on her way with a guarantee or a promise, at least, that she would
Okay.
contact you once
Okay.
her sister recovered.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm assuming JH will tell Neraina that later. Cool. Oh
Yeah.
God.
We're getting there.
Whenever the
We haven't
opportunity
been gotten
arises.
to yet.
Oh, I was just genuinely hoping I'd get back before we were gotten to, and hey, might have.
We tactically delayed some shit today. Like we
I
did,
kind of, knowing Nessie and you guys, I kind of figured.
again, we had an order. Like we had the tavern people first because I was still watching Eurovision. Then us, now you.
And
Well,
that is a
technically we went
brilliant
back to the
shirt,
tavern
Luka.
people because we merged. But
Mhm.
also, I'm not happy about the results of the Eurovision. Like I'm happy about most of the leaderboard, but Switzerland won, and they should not have.
I'll take your word for it. Luka, I need that shirt. Where do I get one?
Spencer's.
Cool.
Luka, have you watched the video I sent you?
I can get you
Oh
now.
hell yeah, Axo. That's perfect
Yeah,
for you.
it is.
Because
I've got it right
Dragon.
here. I just haven't opened it. Because
Sorry,
I
yes,
can't.
JH.
in the Eurovision, Ireland was represented by a pagan,
It's not
non-binary
available.
person whose song sounded half like a ritual.
My people!
That's fucking cool.
My
Yeah.
people!
You know, like there's no reason to like.
So-
I was gonna
only
say,
share the joke.
will you not just send the song?
Yeah, I'll just put it
JH,
here in
Not
the-
available in the US yet.
Have
What?
you
I'll
used
find.
the dice?
I'll
Wait, no,
find
we
a
haven't
non,
been in
non,
here yet.
yeah, I'll
Axo.
find a fancy version one moment.
I was about to ask if Axo had used my dice yet. It's like he hasn't had anything to do yet. Why would he use the dice?
They're right here.
Those
The only
things
dice
have
I
been
have on me.
staged and Palo Santo'd so many
What?
times. If they don't roll well, I'll be mad.
So, you'll miss the cool ass stage performance that they had, but I'll just give you the official music video because that should be fucking available. So,
No, the dice that came in the package with. Wait.
yeah, the stage performance was just
I know.
like they had a guy who was like half devil, basically, like split somewhere here, who was part of the performance. They had a big ass circle of candles that they sort of lit up with a wave. A really cool stage
Oh my
performance.
fucking God.
Nice.
The percentile won't come out.
I mean,
Oh no.
Yeah, but again, the official music video should be available in the US.
That might be.
But yeah, your people. I liked Ireland. It was a cool song.
All right, let's see
Aha,
what we
I got
got
it.
here.
Hmm.
I got it.
You got it? Yay.
You got it.
Like I said, those things have been saged and Santo Palo'd so many times. If they don't roll well, I'm gonna be mad.
watch they roll horrifically.
I know that I would be so sad.
You've
but they
jinxed
should-
it now.
You're going to roll poorly because you put the effort into it.
The
Yeah.
what? Well, to be fair, they were kind of a vibe. I sage my room occasionally, so they're just kind of they get caught in the crossfire. So
Well, first roll. 5.
well, fuck.
Yeah.
Feel free to
We
feel
shall
free to
see.
get feel free to get rid of them if they don't do you
Oh
any
no,
good.
I'm not getting rid of them. They're a gift from a friend.
Your dice
Fair.
roll well for me,
Oh, good. I am good.
but it's not me who you want to roll well.
That depends, actually.
I roll decently in D&D, or Doctor Who. That's because I have buffs out the wazoo.
Alright, House Sanguinis is up, Twitch is up, character sheet is up. I am all set.
I'm gonna listen
See
to
how your
Ireland real
buffs
quick.
last you tomorrow.
I'm
I
the
have
only
no
Look
one
on
who
Luca's
turn.
face
didn't
can
have
mean a
to
lot of things.
roll. I am the only fucking one that didn't have to roll. I'm Concernicus.
Oh no, Pika had to roll for a completely different thing, so Pika didn't have to roll for that either.
Again, Concernicus.
Much Concernicus.
I have plans for Doctor Who group tomorrow.
Oh boy. Oh, actually, since I have 3 of the 4 or 5 here, I am still available for Doctor Who tomorrow. However, the desk that I was supposed to get does not fit in my car. My parents will be dropping it off for me tomorrow around 2:30, so I might have to hop out for a little bit or just hop out at the end of game whenever that is and let them in so we can get the desk in. So,
Understandable.
but it won't be till closer till end of game that they should be arriving. So we'll be good. You are free to torment us tomorrow, Zeta.
To make the playlist for tomorrow, but oh well. That can wait.
Not concerning at all, like I said.
Nope.
I make a playlist for most adventures.
That's true.
The playlist should not be what is concerning you.
Well,
Hmm,
bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, there you go. That's the Ireland entry.
Mm. I see.
Your people, more or less.
My people.
I should not be surprised.
Again, what I think is the coolest part is that Ireland internally decided, like, yeah, that's what we're gonna send to a Europe-wide song competition. That there. Though again, no one, when it comes to this sort of bravery, can ever top Finland, who reliably will send the weirdest people the globe has ever seen to this show. Again, this year's dude straight up didn't wear pants for most of the song. And the camera people were probably sweating bullets trying to get their perspectives so you didn't see, you know.
Ass.
Well, you saw ass, you just didn't see the other side.
I wish Scotland could enter on a separate ticket like we do for the
Yeah, it would be great, wouldn't it?
because the UK entries are always shit.
Yeah, again, jury-wise, UK actually did okay this year, considering that the UK, like Germany, is usually cursed with god-awful points at the end. The video, not the video, the stage performance was genuinely the most homoerotic stage performance I have ever seen in the history of Eurovision. They got 0 audience points. Nada.
Who got none?
UK.
Yeah, which is saying a lot when UK got literally no points.
Nada.
And saying they got the most homoerotic performance in Eurovision is a lot.
Yeah, I wish Scotland could enter on a separate ticket like we do for
I'm very curious what Scotland would send.
I'm also curious about
How
what we would
about an
say.
entire song saying "fuck you, England"?
Like again, San Marino. You know how many people live in San Marino, and yet they manage to scrounge up new people every year.
Good for them.
Like fucking Moldova keeps sending the same like revolving door of 5 bands because that's like all they have. Sunstroke Project is the best thing they have in the country. They've sent them like 3 times at this point.
And the only
Hey.
thing they have, clearly.
I mean, Sunstroke Project is great because they're responsible for Epic Sax Guy.
Oh, really?
Yes, that
Actually-
Sunstroke Project. They've got their second song also had the same dude doing a saxophone solo, which has been referred to as the legendary sax guy in the European community.
Bugger.
If you look for it, you can find it. Because honestly, I think it's better than the Epic Sax Guy. Just look it up.
Google what again?
Well, I'm just gonna put a thing in there. Legendary sax guy. There it is. Come on.
Not
Pretty
Axo
sure if you-
Luca being
pretty sure if
adorable in the
ago-
background there.
Pretty sure a few years ago, Scotland tried to use San
Do
Marino.
you even know
as
what
a
we were doing?
backdoor to
I saw
use-
it. You think I don't look at
Zeta,
the
you're
camera?
cutting off a bit.
I'm pretty sure a few years ago, Scotland tried to use San Marino as a backdoor to enter Eurovision.
Understandable, but also, yeah, I'm just gonna put this here. This is Sunstroke Project, and the chorus features. It's about
The
40
uploader has
seconds in.
not made this video available in your country.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the official one.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Again, about should be about 40 seconds in. Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
40 seconds.
I see.
Okay, is everyone ready to come back?
Still vibing,
let's
but
do it.
yeah, I guess I can stop doing that. But yeah, there you have been educated. Europe has improved upon the Epic Sax Guy.
Okay.
I feel like we could scrounge up a few random people from like the Edinburgh Fringe and throw them in. We
Yeah, you'll find something up there. Like, again, smaller countries than you have managed it. Anyway.
After
Do go hard.
Shenanigan.
shenanigans, after a few
Shenanigan.
hours, you're able to rest Caro and Neraina, your group, weary from the entire day. The chaos that you have just had to endure. Hours passing by, previously falling asleep, getting up, fighting. You are now in the guest chambers of Azrazalian. I am going to move from this image. I'm going to just use the Unseelie Court bedrooms
That's fine.
because they're very similar.
They're similar, just a different color palette.
Yes. Typically
Yeah, just
brighter.
pretend they're different colors.
More light greens and golds as opposed to dark greens and blues.
Yes. All of you are brought into this lavish area. As you're walking around, the aide that brought you down here as your mother had stayed in the throne room bows to you, Caro, and allows all of you to head on in.
My thanks.
Of course, my prince. And walks away.
Alright.
As soon as the door closes, Neraina's gonna kind of look at Caro and, with a very weary smirk, go, "You start asking me to call you my prince, you're getting smacked."
I didn't ask for this.
I know. Sorry. Poor attempt at humor.
You're good.
At least she'll get the bitches. That's coming from
I
Silric.
don't need bitches. I got mine.
Neraina's gonna kind of swat at Silric's arm after he says that.
Hey! No offense, Vi. And Vi just kind of looks at him, mouth kind of open, just like, what the fuck, dude? And just kind of sits next to you, Caro, as you plop onto the bed.
Neraina will look at Vi. "I'll beat him up later for you."
If I don't get to him first.
Fair. Just kind of looks at Silric.
Like,
You hear
either
that?
of you two could stop me.
I'll hold
I
you
could-
down.
I could give
You'd
it
have
a
to stop me
try.
first.
Well, you are rather large.
Yes, I am.
Damn fighters.
Well, we made it out of that alive.
You feel okay, Caro?
No. The war's only gonna accelerate from here.
You did just kill the youngest son.
I'm gonna have to live on the run for probably the rest of my life.
You weren't already doing that?
I have to run faster now. Plane hopping for safety now.
At this point, Caro, Vi has started running her fingers through your hair.
Are Silric and Neraina also sitting down at this point? I'm assuming we're all just
Yeah. There are chairs all over the place.
Neraina kind of just curls into Silric, propping her head on his shoulder and just like.
Liza and Hendef just go to sit down, and your father kind of finds a seat close to you guys.
That reminds me. Where do you need to go, sir?
At this moment, nowhere. I'm along for the ride.
Gonna be a long one if you decide you want to stick around.
Ah, what's an adventure with my daughter?
Haven't
Alright,
done that in a
suit
while,
yourself.
have we?
Nope.
We could use the help.
Yeah. I just hope Mother finds my party quickly.
Hope they haven't gotten into too much trouble.
It's inevitable.
After a few minutes of you guys just resting in silence, all of you hear a large crack of lightning. I need everyone to either make me perceptions, investigation, or arcana
Everyone, as in
in
everyone?
this group.
Ooh, my arcana is.
So in other words, Caro and Neraina.
Arrow got a 24 Arcana.
24?
19 on 5, by the way. Dragon. That's much
Mhm.
better.
Yay! 25. Do I need to roll for Silric?
No. Both of you did arcana?
Yes.
Yes.
With the arcana, you feel with that crack of lightning the rush of dark magic.
Yep.
It was
Oh,
fast, really
stronger. It was stronger this time. However, it still feels distant. As you all look outside the large bay window that's in this room, Caro, you see as dark clouds seem to approach from the south.
Shit.
a storm is approaching. However, at the same moment, a aide comes into your room and hands you all some well-needed food and beverages as you sit and wait, relaxing. Going back to the other group. Even though it's short with that group, but soon you'll be reunited.
Oh boy.
The
Here we
group
go.
that's in the small little room. As you all sit down, finally getting comfy, you all hear the same loud crack of lightning as the storm seems to be approaching all of you closer and closer. What do you all discuss?
Well, I mean, Luca wanted, Violet wanted to say something first, so I'll let them finish their briefing.
Okay. Well, do you guys want the short version or the more detailed version?
Depends how long would they be.
Well, the bottom line is, I need help.
Okay. Give me the short version, I'll decide if I want the details afterwards.
My parents have been taken by somebody, and I am in fear that they are in danger, and I need help saving them.
And also, these people are probably involved with every other issue we're facing right now.
Of course they are. Leads.
One drow.
Is the drow here?
No.
He goes where he pleases. His name is Victor Iot. He's a member of the Coven of Lust, and I've known him since I joined. I know where he likes to frequent, and I have good reason to believe that we could find him in Euphoria. I just need help getting answers from him as to
Owen.
where my parents are.
Owen, roll me a history check.
Check. Let's see.
With
what's my-
advantage.
With
Mm.
advantage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, has this been
Ooh.
someone
Uh-oh.
Owen has run into as a vampire hunter?
I
don't
think
know.
I
We
know
ran
what
into him as a group. Most of us probably
No,
just didn't remember him.
backstory related. I think I know exactly what this is.
Plot.
I think I know exactly what this is.
Oh.
19.
Ooh.
Good rolls.
With a 19, you recognize this name instantly. This was the this person was the curator of the attack upon your family.
Ooh.
No.
Oh boy.
Shit, we're all involved.
You remember seeing his face in all the documents that you were given after the attack. Owen, were you there when the attack happened?
I think Owen would have been there.
So you would have heard other people say his name as they went through and destroyed your family, hurting all the people that you care mostly about.
Mostly. Just most.
Mostly.
Most about. There we go.
Owen's just going to remain silent for now, but if anyone looks at him, they can tell there are thoughts happening.
Absolutely.
Jonathan's not looking at him. It will remain a secret for now. At least from Jonathan. Right, continue your briefing, Luke.
So that's the long and short of it. I can't face him on my own. He taught me how to harness my magic. He taught me most of the spells that I know. So he knows how to combat me. However, Jonathan, I know that you're experienced. I know that you're tough. And you don't have any magic. You have a fucking gun. There's not much that people can do against a gun.
Yeah, so Jonathan just pulls the gun out like, yeah, at the end, magic or not, before the bullet, you're all equal, so...
Yeah, and I mean, Owen's the same way. He's also a healer. He's a doctor. So if things get dicey, having him there wouldn't be a bad idea. And everybody else here is strong in their own right, but against him, I'm screwed.
Right, so you need us to head back to Euphoria.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
There aren't any need.
that was, unless I'm mistaken, what we were going to do anyway, so this is not exactly a detour.
Even better.
Yeah, we
I
certainly
just-
should be able to accommodate this. We've got some intel to report ourselves, limited of utility as it is. But then again, what do I know at this point?
As you say that, we're going to hop over quickly to the other group. After a few minutes, you finish your drink, you eat a little bit of food. Caro, your mother, Chandria, walks into the room and looks directly at you. After a quick search, I found your friends.
Where at?
They are in Mithridane. I can get you there quite quickly.
Would be appreciated.
Follow me then.
Of course.
All of you head out into the courtyard, out in then to the throne room, as you see a portal where her chair used to be. This should take you right there. I can assure you that my mages have made sure of it, that you should land right near them. I would advise, though...
Not on top of, right?
That's the hope.
Last time you put me on top of my friends.
Like I said, I hope.
Alright. Go.
Neraina's gonna look at her dad real quick. Dad, this could be dangerous. Are you sure you want to try and come with us?
Of course.
Okay.
So all of you take steps into the portal. I will need everyone to make me athletics or acrobatics checks.
I fucking knew it!
God damn it.
Of course.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Am I rolling for Silric this time?
Yes.
Alright, this...
Hang on, let me pull up my eyes.
Yeah, sorry, one sec.
I get to have a little bit of fun. You let me.
Oh, damn. Okay. This first one's Neraina's. Oh, okay. For once. And this one is for Silric.
Nice.
Not bad.
Dragon, my friend,
Gods, what?
Oh no.
look at the rolls. A 3 and a 2.
I'm sorry.
fine. I'm giving you shit.
To everyone else, Neraina, both you and Silric land right at the door. You watch as your father lands in the center of the bed, kind of shaking the bed quite a bit. Across the room, you see Hendef and Liza land on their 2 feet. However, Caro, you fall in,
Of course I do.
screaming at your way down as you fall. Roll me a 1d3.
2. 2.
You land right at the feet of Chloe. Roll me another 1d3.
3.
You watch as Vi lands right on top of Jonathan's lap.
Okay, if I may, the second the first person showed up, Jonathan would have pulled out at least one of his guns.
Yes.
And
Hold.
if... No.
Or
I'm not
I
done
should
yet.
say, is Jonathan standing?
No, he's sitting.
Okay.
You can pull a gun out while sitting.
Jonathan is perfectly capable of wrecking your shit while seated.
He pulled. So basically, he pulls out a gun, looking around. Then someone drops in his lap, and I'm sorry, but Jonathan's immediate reaction would be to pistol whip this person.
Pistol?
Oh shit!
It's too close to shoot, but
Roll me
Someone-
an attack.
what do I roll for that? Just strength? Or...
Strength.
This will be an
Straight
unarmed. Yeah, it'd be an unarmed strike. Yeah.
I mean, it's not really unarmed, but
Improvised weapon.
Yeah, it's improvised weapon.
and that rolls just strength.
That's just
Yes.
strength. I gotta find Vi's sheet. Okay, I have it up.
I have it.
9.
That does not hit.
That would miss.
That would miss.
So,
So
She has the reflexes of a god and manages to duck it.
Oh, can't you give like Jonathan advantage given she's disoriented from the teleportation?
Or just like do a tactical
Shut up.
roll off his left.
well, that's the whole point. You watch as she rolls off your lap and lands flat at your feet.
So at that point, you put the gun in like a two-handed grip and just sort of wildly pointed at the unknowns before realizing what the fuck is happening.
Mother.
Oh, for
How
the-
convenient.
What the
Well,
fuck?
The people we were
Jonathan
looking
is
for.
cursing in German right now.
Scheiße.
Christian is also cursing in German as he has also pulled out his gun at this point. And once he
Hold, we're friendly.
We're friends. We're
Hi,
friends. Jesus, dear God.
shit ton of swearing in Elvish on Violet's
Oh, yeah.
part.
Echo.
Shit ton of swearing in Elvish on Violet's part.
Be used to be to Caro just dropping out of the air at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were
I
expecting
don't
it.
think you can get used to people dropping in on you without so much as a buy your fucking leave.
Neraina looks over at Carol. I'm not sure which is worse, your pendant or the portals from your mother.
Just sort of gripping his
My
chest.
mother is worse.
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
First, I land on Vi. Violet, not Vi. Now, I've landed on Chloe.
well, you've landed on my
Are you-
feet, but
Are you, Carol? Are you just trying to riz up every single woman in this group?
Hells no.
I would hope not, because Vi seems like a lovely person, and I would hate for you to hurt.
Mother is just a character.
I am glad that you're here, though, because
Mightily
are half-
convenient.
I also need your help.
I'll give you
Alright.
rundown. Family kidnapped. Victor is the culprit. I believe you remember them.
Yes. I remember the name, I think.
How is
Hey,
Jonathan acting right now?
Exactly like this.
And Jonathan has had a bad day.
Trust me, we have two.
We understand. Oh, before I forget everyone, this is my dad.
Oh yeah, he's here.
You
In
s-
Elvish,
Father.
Violet will
you
Violet will wave
see
and just say in Elvish, "Hi."
you see this straw white-haired man who looks a little bit crazy, like he's had one too many shrooms. Wave hi.
What kinds of shrooms, Nessie?
Dad, this is. She'll gesture Violet, Jonathan, Tanwin, Chiara, Christian, Chloe. Who am I forgetting?
Caleb.
Owen, and Caleb. Owen and
And
Caleb. yes.
Astra, and
And
she will point to
who?
the Astra over here. Say hi to everybody else.
You watch as this ginormous black Tressum walks out. Her wings kind of unfurl a little, and she sits smack dab in the center of the room.
By gods, you are massive.
1,
This is
adorable. 2, you promised us you wouldn't get a Tressum, Violet, from the market.
Oh, I didn't. This is my mother's Trescent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi. Waves
Uh,
at the Tressum.
Go sniff around, Astra. Get to know everybody. We might need your help finding them at some point if we lose them again.
Is there a window in this room?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Right here.
At this point, considering the party is all together, Jonathan's gonna look out and see if that storm has gotten any closer.
It has. You start to
Uh,
hear the thunder start to approach more and more.
Rough approximation, what are the chances of us managing to get back to the portal to the normal world before the storm hits?
Roll me a survival check.
Also, he could just die. Oh, Peek is back.
$19.
Internet issues.
You might get caught by the storm, but you could make it without getting completely drenched.
With this sort of visibly weighing the risks, sort of stay here and deal with everybody, or make a run for it and get back fucking home.
Okay.
So, who wants to go first on the crazy day?
Christian just kind of sighs. We were drugged.
We had to interrogate the same person twice.
Who?
Oh right, yeah, it's you. You'll know this one, Tressa.
Completely, her face just goes completely blank. Just.
Hang on. Interrogate.
Yes.
I
Drugs
contemplated.
didn't kill her?
I contemplated shooting her myself.
Oh, so did I, but our
Damn it.
objective was the intel we could get from her fucking associate. What was the
Mm,
relation again? I don't fucking care.
Neraina kind of just wraps her. She just kind of. She'll grab Silric's hand and just kind of just rub the bridge of her nose and just go. She's still alive?
Yeah, the short of it, she's off with whatever her merry band of misfits are, and as soon as the Sleeping Beauty wakes up, she's gonna contact you, at which point we're gonna meet her and get some intel, hopefully.
Supposedly
not-
in the Underdark.
Did she give you any intel while you were interrogating her?
Plenty. Anything you want to know?
Why? Why the fuck she's doing anything she's been doing? Would be a great
She'll-
start.
She only cares about her family, that's why she does everything she does.
The family was threatened, from what I hear. So,
Well, doesn't
You can
that
put two
make
and two
her
together.
special? Complete and utter sarcasm from Neraina. Just
Her family's threatened. My family's threatened right now, and yet I wouldn't flashbang somebody who's supposedly
Yes,
my
yes,
friend.
we're not here for a moral debate. Can we get to the matter, please? I'd
yes,
like to
sorry.
go home.
No, that answers that question. That's pretty much the only thing I needed to know. So she's gonna contact me as soon as her sibling is better. What I don't want details. I don't no, I don't care.
No time
She's
for
gonna-
details.
She'll contact me when whoever is better, so we can meet them. Got it.
Right, we
Okay.
should get out of here before we delay ourselves any longer.
Clear. Are we moving between the planes? That would be a good idea.
Probably best, yes. How should we accomplish this? Do we have any means other than your fate's forsaken amulet?
We hurry, we can make it back to the official hunter portal, or at least those of us who can use that without drawing attention.
Chiara, is Wesley in the area? Chiara?
You might be
I did-
muted, Pika. Check your mic.
Earth to
Pika.
I do
Or
believe
internet
Wesley
issues.
is still around, but we may not want to interrupt him for I don't know how long. He seemed
Well, he's
very
got
much
another
in a hurry.
portal.
Who can
He's-
use the
he has
Who can use the
portal ability.
portal? Who does
The
Caro
hunters.
need to transport?
I shouldn't go anywhere near the hunter portal since
Right. So, those of us who have official license to take the official damn portal, let's pack up and pace.
Right.
I
Take as
don't know.
many
If,
as you can.
I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know if Caro can take all of the rest of us.
We don't know if
Well,
Caro
that's
can.
what we need Wesley for. Wesley's portals seem to be more consistent than mine, frankly.
I can go knock on the door he's most likely in and see if he can help us real quick.
Also, just sort of,
That'd
Neraina,
be
may we
appreciated.
pass?
Oh, yeah. She'll kind of. She'll get out of the way and take Silric with her, I guess.
Yeah, no, we can just sort of squeeze by.
Out of character,
Owen, are you coming?
would Crow be someone who can take the portal?
Thoughton doesn't notice you leaving at first, but when you say, "Oh, when are you coming?" he comes and follows.
Right. One moment, I'm gonna go nab Wesley.
Out of
And she will
character, is
go
Crow
and
someone who
knock
can
on the
take the
door.
portal?
Technically, yes, because he's small.
Right, so just Jonathan's kind of hustling
You
because he
fit
does
in a
not want to
pocket.
get wet on top of
I do
everything
not
else.
fit in a pocket.
He
I am,
is.
And fit in a pocket.
You
I am a
can.
foot and a half tall.
You can shrink
You fit in the
yourself.
backpack.
You have enlarged reduce.
You can legitimately reduce yourself to half the size.
And technically, if Nessie rolls it, I can do it again and reduce it to a quarter.
Or you could just hide in Violet's jacket.
You guys are
I am a foot
moving
and a
so
half.
fucking fast. Stop moving.
In fairness,
No,
I
we're
only
hustling.
tried up with. I was going to wait, but I would need to keep up.
We're hustling. We're getting to that portal.
Where the fuck did you go?
You big bastard.
Stairs.
Pup.
What do you think?
And
That's just
Jameson,
plot
where are you
points.
going?
Whatever you're trying to pull, Jonathan is very focused on going one direction, and that is forward.
Or rather, away.
Violet.
One's home.
One is too lost in thought to notice anything around it.
That's
What
fine.
the fuck is Tony? What is Tanwin doing?
I can take the portal.
Tanwin is he has shrunk himself and he flutters up and puts himself inside of Owen's pocket.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't to roll a thing for that because I feel like he would notice something entering his pocket.
Can I roll for him to not notice?
Roll me a stealth check versus perception check.
Can I just take my passive perception for this?
Sure, what's your passive?
perception?
15.
18.
15.
Can-
Oh, 15.
You hit stealth. I've only got a +2.
You have to roll.
20!
You sure you don't want to roll against that?
Against it.
Perception.
Nothing to lose.
You need to get in that 20.
No way!
He beat it!
The 20.
DM, what do we do?
The 23 beats it here.
I got a nat 20.
Though.
There's a nat
Doesn't
20.
matter.
Not mean an automatic win.
This is the first. Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I guess the nat 20 does win, technically. This is a difficult
you.
one. This is very fucking difficult.
Yeah, this is sort of DM decides.
Yeah, I feel like
This would be.
in the
This would be the
situation,
first time that a nat 20 has never
it has never
not
won. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't set that precedence. So, Tanwin, you shrink yourself and fit right into Owen's pocket.
I can't wait to terrify the shit out of Owen later.
Anyways,
Terrifying people who have guns. What a great idea to
That
include
is the
like
point.
Especially if we assume that I'm in like a breast pocket or something.
so here's the thought process. Consequences of your own actions. I let it go.
Oh well.
Because things could happen. Anyways, Violet, you go to knock and you watch as Asgrath starts to approach. She seems to have a paper in her hand and she's reading. She's not really paying attention. However, as she approaches the door, she kind of looks up at you. You need something?
I'm looking for Wesley. I figured he would be in here since he said he was going to talk to Rye.
Yeah, he's in there. Violet,
Alright.
are you looking in the hallway? Or not
I
Violet,
guess I-
Neraina. Sorry.
I'm not in the hallway.
But the door's open.
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess in all the shuffle, I could, take a peek out the door as I'm watching Jonathan and Owen leave.
You watch as this ginormous woman starts to approach. She looks to be like 7-8 foot tall. She is built like a tank.
Insight.
Your arcane sense is tripped.
Did it
Good
take
way,
drugs?
bad way, do I know?
Big flush of magic. Caro.
Just magic. Okay.
You don't, Neraina, because you don't have it. However, Caro does.
Magic still has benefits. Do I recognize this being?
You do not. However, she is large. Lorg.
How many insurmountable powers?
She kind of looks around you, Violet. Take a picture, it'll last longer. And she
Violet or
goes
Neraina?
to Neraina and Silric and Caro, who are all just staring.
To be fair, madam, you don't exactly blend in with the majority crowd.
She just kind of shrugs and opens the door and walks in, leaving it open.
That's 3 major forces in a day.
Neraina is going to
follow
go
him.
up on her tiptoes
Caro.
and quick whisper to Silric, I can't take much more of this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Caro, when she opens the door, you feel 2 more beings.
Make that 5 major forces in a day. How many damn problems do we have?
Do I hear that?
You would hear it from the other room, as the doors are open.
Violet's gonna poke her head out. These are not problems. Trust me on that. They can easily be problems, but they are not problems.
Anytime a major energy is at play, it's a problem.
I'm gonna take a page out of your book and tell you, don't worry about it. And then she will just poke her head back in.
You bitch.
Say it to my face next time, you prick.
I am so confused.
Wesley turns to you, Violet. You need something, Vi?
Help with a portal back to Euphoria, if at all possible.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Give me a little bit. You watch as he approaches Rye and hands him a notice, like a little letter, and then walks out of the room.
Follow.
Good to see you, Wesley.
Good to see you too. You guys look like shit.
Thank you, we know.
Yeah, tell you about it later.
Lovely. Where do you guys need to go?
Euphoria, ideally inside if possible.
Yes.
It's a neutral zone, so I don't think I can exactly put a portal in Euphoria, but I can
Right
definitely.
outside
close
the
as you
front
can get.
entrance, then?
I think I can manage that, yeah. But you're gonna have to give me a little bit.
You've got a minute.
Okay, I'll put it in this room over back here, I guess. And he walks here and opens the door and walks in as he starts to set up the runic circle.
While he's doing that, let me gather up my cat.
The cat kind of slips between you, Neraina, and hops over to Violet.
You're a slippery one, aren't you?
Vi, tell me you sensed that.
Like, what do you mean?
Her and the other two.
Oh, you mean in the room?
Yeah.
Chiara is just smiling.
The power
Oh,
was
no.
incredible.
Who are they, Chiara?
Is it okay to say it in front of people?
I would imagine so, considering that they're friends.
Well, yeah. those
Chiara, I
things-
am begging you, please just tell us.
Well, they're the ancient dragons.
Delightful!
And now we have gods!
I mean, it's not
Neraina
all-
goes for her flask of whiskey. And it just...
Okay.
Well, it's not all of it is bad. I got to learn something about Rye.
Okay, I'll bite. What would that be?
Chiara's just smiling and says, apparently I am related to Rye. He is my grandpa.
Awesome!
That's wonderful!
That's lovely.
Guys, I think we can. And guys, we have determined before Chiara is blissfully unaware. Let's keep it that way for as long as we can. Please, I beg of you.
She's just
Oh,
happy.
she's gonna have the world broken in on her at some point.
We all did it. We all did. We all did. It's just let it happen. Just
Yeah.
leave it be.
Um,
We have too much to deal with.
Yeah, on that topic, word of advice for those of you in the room, don't come back to the Feywild for a while.
What the fuck did you do?
More like what did Mav's son do?
She's gonna shove Neraina and Silric back into the room, and then walk in herself, and then slam the door behind her.
Good luck shoving Silric, but yeah.
You're able to move Neraina back a little, but then you close the door.
Cat.
You just hear the cat
What is-
going, meow.
Open the door,
it
cat.
starts
I'm
going like
sorry.
louder as you leave the door.
I'm sorry, ass. I'm sorry, Astra.
She
Please
kind of
forgive me.
just hops around into here, and then sits back in her little chair.
Yeah.
And then shuts the door again. The fuck did you do? What the fuck happened?
That wasn't me.
What happened? Start talking.
Mab's son decided it would be a great idea to attack us.
Yeah, and thus accelerated the war. I had to kill him, and now Mab wants me dead.
You
Probably.
You killed one of Mab's children?
In
In
a
single
legal duel?
combat. Or duel, whichever.
At least
Semantics.
it was fucking. At least it was legal. Oh my fuck. Oh, this is not good.
why
This is so
is
not
it
fucking good.
Look, if we had had
Did
any
you-
other choice, we would have taken it.
Ah,
What?
Look,
So if you won the duel, why are we not allowed in the Feywilds anymore?
Because Mab wants Caro's head.
I'm assuming that, and she will point outside at the storm, is because of that.
One would assume so.
I probably.
Fucker.
Yeah, don't come back to the Feywild for a while.
Sorry, Dad.
If I didn't know my magic would go berserk, I would be fuming right now. But in the sake of keeping you guys safe, I will be calm.
Yeah, let's focus on
Let's-
rescuing your family. They're on the mortal plane, probably.
That'll
most
do.
likely,
Let's
I would hope.
let's
Hey,
get whoever we
Carol.
can to Euphoria. How about that?
Carol.
Hmm.
How do you feel about interrogating a drow?
Are they a witch?
Probably.
Yes, very much so.
I will interrogate,
Good.
and then I will kill him.
My kill. My family, my kill.
I'm staying out of this one. Goes
Whoever
and
gets
cut
to him
and
first.
stands
Her
next to
eyes are gonna
Silric again.
start glowing purple. My kill.
Whoever gets to him first.
Carol.
Worry
I hunt
about that
witches
later,
for a
please.
living.
I can't believe they
Fine.
chose the one. This is really much become normal that we have to
Three-way duel for the
interrogate.
kill.
Whoever dies first, or whoever
on-
doesn't die first.
2-on-1. 2-on-1. Whoever downs him first gets to kill him.
Anyways, back to the other group. You travel over to the portal, making it just in time before the portal is to be closed because of the incoming storm. You enter in, but I need both of you to make me perception checks, Owen and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Owen with disadvantage this time.
Oh, no.
What exactly am I checking for? Because that is relevant. Or rather,
Well,
does this count as in relation to my favorite terrain?
no.
Okay, then it's just the regular +7. Nat 20! Doesn't fucking matter, turns out.
Ooh.
Jonathan, after everything that you have been told, being hyper vigilant, as you walk through the portal, you get a slight glimpse of red hair as you enter into the portal. You see a woman pass through a corridor just next to the portal room as you both stand there and then step through. You know
On which side of the portal? Before we went through or after?
before.
Okay, so you're on the other side of the portal now that we've gone through.
Yes. Owen, you did not
Okay,
see
cool.
this as you have been too caught up in all the information that you were given recently. You are on
Yeah.
the other side of the portal now, inside the Hunter Society.
Yeah,
Let me move
like,
to
Nessie,
the...
I think I recognize what you're trying to do here, but with all due respect, I don't think Jonathan's gonna take much notice of a
That's fine.
redhead.
That's fine.
Like,
You would have recognized it as McLean.
yeah, but you did not tell me that, so Jonathan doesn't know that.
That's fine. You are now in the Hunter Society.
Cool. Off to Euphoria.
You hail down a cab, enter into the cab, and then head towards Club Euphoria. Finally getting to the alleyway towards the front area of, or the entrance of Club Euphoria, where you meet a very familiar witch who is standing at the front letting people go in and out.
I feel like how long has it been since we've been here last? Can't have been more than a few days.
It's been about a week.
How did
Maybe?
we make 1 week
No,
in
no.
the
We've already
Feywild? No, there's
we've
no
already
way.
established.
It's
that
been
time's
about
weird.
a day and a half.
Yes.
We've already established Feywild time's weird though. So.
Feywild time is weird compared
Yeah, but for
to...
us, it's been...
For you, it's been a day and a half, 2 days. However, in the time of the mundane plane, it has been a week.
Yeah, but that's not relevant. It's mostly because I want to argue that there's no fucking way we've forgotten the password, so we shouldn't deal with
You
that.
know the password. She steps aside and lets you in.
Well, we know where to go, so no point in dilly-dallying.
Tanwin, roll me a stealth check again against Owen's perception. As you walk through here, Jonathan, roll me a perception check.
How did you even do that?
You're muted,
You're
Tony,
muted.
just so you know.
11.
Something seems off as you head through this corridor. All the doors are locked. Or not locked, closed.
Okay.
With you, Tanwin, you shift wrong as you feel a pencil or a pen hit you in the head, and you kind of like you audibly gasp as it hits you. You feel a movement in your pocket, Owen.
I'm going to reach in and just firmly grasp.
You firmly grasp a hold of a very small body.
Jonathan, wait. There's something in my pocket. I'm going to pull the thing out.
As you pull it out, you see a very, very, very small Tanwin.
What the fuck are you doing in my pocket?
How else is I gonna get through the portal?
You hear this squeaky voice that does sound like Tanwin's voice, but it's much higher pitch. Exactly.
You could have done any number of things. You could have done anything other than sneak into my pocket.
I mean, I assumed you knew.
Whatever, he's here now. Let's just keep going.
Don't do that again, and then I'm going to let go of Tanwin.
Are you just gonna drop him?
Yep.
I have wings, I'll hover in place regardless.
Okay. The group of you head upstairs to the second floor. Oh my god. make you disappear, bitches.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah,
I've
make
glitched
these
something.
players
I still have a
disappear.
select box that I can see, but there's no tokens in it. I have broke something.
Oh no.
It broke roll 20.
Yeah, just put us on the new map and we should be fine.
Anyways. Let me get the next map set up.
Okay.
The other group that is still in the tavern. You guys talk for a little bit longer, and then you hear a knock at your door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Opening it up.
Opening your.
Open the door.
Open the door.
I don't. Oh,
I actually
How
heard the
dare
knocking. I was
you.
like, I actually
My
How dare
man.
you
stopped
use
in
my
my-
own spells against.
my thing is
Do
taking
you
That's
see
it.
the door handle? Do you not see it there?
You guys open the
Terrified me, damn it.
You guys
Open the
open the
door.
door, and you see Wesley standing out there. He looks exhausted, sighing. "Ugh, that was my last spell that I can do today. I am exhausted. The portal's ready."
Go take
Thank
a
you so
fucking
much.
nap.
Yeah, go sleep.
Please.
Yeah.
We'll
I
take
don't
it
know
from
who-
here.
He'll.
Charo will pitch in to say that I don't know who's worse on sleep habits, Rye or you.
It's a toss-up, Chiara. Good luck, all of you.
Thank you.
Astra, come on.
Keep in touch if you can, I guess.
We'll try. So, all of you head to the portal. Stepping through, you are greeted at the front part of Club Euphoria. I am struggling. My maps are taking forever to load, so just be patient with me.
Roll 20 is actively dying.
Roll 20
I thought
is
it was
actively
just
done.
my enemy.
Yep. Why did it do... Yeah, it didn't even save your guys' group when I went to go and copy and paste to bring all of you guys over. It saved the last group, but not you. Which makes no sense whatsoever, so let me go and find... I think they're pushing out an update. Yeah, critical hitting.
they're- It really is right now acting so bad. It's affecting a lot of stuff for it to load up. Me.
Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Hopefully this works. There we go.
Ooh.
Yay!
All
We
of
are
you guys
here.
poof into existence.
Alright.
Inside. Let's say the
Big
password and
password.
get inside.
Enter.
You would know the password.
I sure hope so. We've been here enough times.
Yep, password. Just go in.
You all pass into the room, or to the,
I thought you were gonna make a joke of the CAPTCHA map. You have to do a CAPTCHA map to see whether or not your password goes in.
I would like to point out that CAPTCHAs have been the bane of my existence.
Yeah, they've been pretty bad lately.
Legit. Legit.
Dragon and I can both confirm.
Oh yeah.
I know it's bad. I'm just like it to make the joke.
Okay.
It was actually really funny.
All of you guys enter the building. You
Wait,
guys...
where's Astra?
I'll bring Astra.
about to say, I'm not losing that damn cat already. Yay.
Oh my god, my thing just crashed. That's fine.
No.
I was gonna say I don't think you'll lose the cat, but because all you'll hear is a meh in the distance.
Anyway.
and then once,
kitty.
and then
Angie
once the
kitty.
cat sees you, it'll just go meow. Like like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, it's taking forever to load. However, all of you slowly start to enter into the building and head further inside.
Lovely. I assume we all remember where the room is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'd know
Up
it's
we
on
go.
the second floor.
Oh, before we go, Violet's gonna walk up to Silric. I have something for you that I think you might enjoy.
Okay.
Trust me, it's good.
The group of you head down the hallway.
Shit.
Violet. Caro. Vi.
I
Make
don't see what
me-
I'm looking at.
Make me perception checks.
Perception check. I can fucking see him.
I had opened a stream specifically.
I will give all
18.
players control of the Tressum. Do not fuck with the Tressum. You fuck with the Tressum, and I will make sure you guys don't play in the next session.
Yeah, okay. Fucking with the Tressum, I think that's classified as bestiality, and that's illegal. So
Hey!
No!
JH!
JH, no!
Damn!
JH.
All of you. All of you, as you pass by the door, see a certain two people sitting at a table eating some food.
God effing
They
damn it.
seem to be chatting very pleasantly over a glass of wine.
Your drow, Violet?
Yeah.
Great, that's my warlock.
I'm sorry.
Are you guys saying this loud enough for everyone to hear, or is
Mhm.
it?
I low mutter.
James, what the fuck are
moving.
you doing?
Don't lose your head yet, just keep moving. You
Mm,
need a plan.
mm.
Back up on the second level. As Jonathan, you and Christian reach the top of the stairs, you see two people talking down the hallway. You see the back of Valerie and Ian both talking quietly in the hallway. They seem to be deep in conversation.
good for them. I'm sure if I can pick up the hint that if we just walk past them at a speedy pace, that we probably have important things to do.
If you do that, Valerie kind of like cocks her head kind of towards you, Jonathan. I didn't expect you back so soon.
What the fuck would he say to that at this point? See, this is familiar surroundings. Jonathan has cooled off a few degrees, so
Yes.
he's like, what? Didn't you miss me?
Always, you know that. Always, you know that. I absolutely fabulously adore you.
While this
Wonderful.
conversation's happening, Owen's just gonna keep walking onwards.
Sort of at this point, he's sort of just turned back and is walking backwards to just keep up with the rest of them. So, well, I'm back now, so if you want to know what we did, come along.
As you guys head down the hallway towards the stairs, you see the rest of your group rush up extremely quickly up the stairs. I am trying to get all of y'all's.
That's gonna be a tight fit.
It's gonna be a tight fucking fit, and for whatever reason, roll 20 is fucking up.
That's what she said.
It's not gonna be tight for Tiara. She's small. She can get through
Tiny.
the stairs.
Tiny.
Tiny.
There
And
we
the chasm
go.
is liquid.
Jesus Christ.
You watch as your entire group runs up the stairs. Jonathan, you hear a bunch of footsteps coming towards you.
He sort of looks at him like, what?
Target acquired. Keep moving.
Understood.
Well, he was already sort of moving, so that's not exactly a big problem.
You guys head upstairs to the next level.
The Great Migration.
Truly,
Indeed.
Like a
The
flock
great-
of geese.
Exactly.
you
He's
guys are
leading it.
kind of
It's
like a
20 of us at this point.
Yeah, like there are the leading geese, which are the hunters. Then there's the swarm.
The swarm of little
I am the
goblins.
swarm.
I am the swarm.
I am machine.
Oh
shit.
my god.
Good fucking.
There
We are
are-
become the nanite, the grey tempest.
Let me get everyone.
We are the Borg. Resistance
Was that
is
geese? I
futile.
was gonna say, was this geese comment like said out loud?
Yep.
No, Owen is not saying a word. He is rushing ahead because Owen is out for blood at the moment.
Off to the meeting room. We can speak more there, you know. Except,
Okay.
obviously, I'm not saying that and just going to the meeting room because that's faster.
Yep, following.
Gonna assume we're gonna meet up. Actually, are we gonna meet up at the usual places that even big enough?
We'll figure it out. We have
If
to.
we,
at
if we
this
have to sit on
point.
each other's laps, then yes.
I mean, a couple of us are.
Excuse
You know,
me,
it's not going to
I'm
be an
like,
issue.
Like Tiara's gonna look at like Violet and looking at her saying, "I'm not a child. I do not need to sit on someone's lap."
Are you sure it's comfy sometimes?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Not the time for innuendo, Violet.
That wasn't even an innuendo, you fuckhead! My mind isn't always in the gutter.
Just
Only
mostly.
Most of the time.
So,
Who did that
she
come
admits
from?
It's sometimes.
That
come
came from very, very, very tiny Tanwin, who is squeaking, and Silric, who is kind of ahead of you, holding Neraina's hand.
The
I'm gonna
Shay
direct
people
this
here
in
with the same
Elvish
thoughts.
directly at Silric. Fuckwit.
He just kind of shrugs.
Neraina is just going to kind of turn, look at him, and just go, "You idiot! Why?"
Because if I don't, we're gonna be incredibly serious the entire fucking time, and it's gonna suck.
I thought the comic relief was Tanwin.
I thought the comic relief was Caleb.
Oh, well,
Me
I,
too.
I mean,
I thought the column.
I wasn't aware we had time for comic relief.
there is always time for comic.
There is always.
Is this being discussed inside the quote-unquote meeting room at this point?
Real
Yeah.
quick, yes.
It's being discussed as you guys all enter. As you guys enter, Victoria kind of turns around in her seat, seeing everyone who is entering with her mouth dropped.
Can somebody shut the door, please?
You
Not
watch
talking yet.
you watch as
Oh, no,
Valerie closes the door.
Thank you. Hey,
Hi, Victoria.
hi, Victoria. Sorry to intrude. We are
Hi.
kind of plotting the death of somebody.
Hello.
Real quick weather update. Don't go to the Feywild for a while.
Magic shit.
Valerie
Might have
will.
caused a shitstorm.
Valerie raises her hand. Those are the reports I'm getting.
Oh,
Ian
good.
and
You're
I
up
are
to date. We don't need to tell you.
Ian and I are both getting reports that there are weird weather phenomena happening in the Feywilds right now. That's
Character explain.
what we were discussing when all of these people ran into us.
You care to explain that little event, Karrokhan?
Let's see. What's the easiest way to do this?
Blunt as possible.
Luca,
Mab's
you might
child
wanna
attacked
mute.
us. Mab's child attacked us. Karrokhan took him down in a legal duel. Is that
Fellas,
succinct enough for you?
Out of character for a moment. Wouldn't it at this point not be logistically easier if, like, Luca, you and Axel just cuddled up around one mic, so you didn't constantly have to mute while the other person is talking? I think the people who are watching the stream can handle one of the icons not lighting up when they're talking.
Hey. Fine, I'll go over to the couch.
Ah, yes, it's such an imposition to be with your boyfriend, partner, whatever.
Respective partner.
Yeah.
Significant other.
SO,
And the
which can either mean
couch as
significant
well.
other or superior officer.
Yes.
Truth.
True.
Shut the fuck up, Logic. Sorry. Got a friend named Logic.
You have a friend named Logic.
Hang on, let me disconnect my headphones.
So that I can hear our friends?
Well, you can still be in Discord, Luca, and you can still hear everyone.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
just-
just bring your headphones over.
It's
Yeah,
just
turn off your mic.
It's just that you guys.
Just share
yeah,
one
you-
microphone, everything else you can still do divided.
Yeah, that works.
Or
You
do
have-
it whichever way is most comfortable for you guys. We do.
You have Bluetooth headphones.
Yes, Luca does. I do not.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good? Can everyone
Yes.
hear us?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright,
Neraina
let me
says
say
what
this.
she says, and is that succinct enough for you?
So let me get this straight. You pissed off one
it
of
out. That was the option. That was the out.
If there was any other way, we would have tried to find it.
Diplomacy doesn't exactly work with Winter.
No.
Okay.
So just don't go to Feywild for a while.
That's going to be complicated and a half. Thank you for enlightening us, Caro.
Well,
Of course.
real
Any-
quick, why would it be a problem for Victoria? They don't know she's working with us, I don't think. Or at least Mab wouldn't.
Did you not see the storm?
I saw the storm.
Yeah,
Believe me, it was hard to
that-
miss.
you don't want to be there when that's going on.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general, not just us. My bad. I'm sorry. It's been a long ass day. My brain is not exactly firing on all cylinders.
This is probably a historical event.
Probably, I would say it is a historical event.
Any other
Anyway.
news that I should be worried about?
My parents got kidnapped, and I'm planning on interrogating and killing somebody.
Said somebody's downstairs.
Along with another
Hearing,
somebody who
hearing
we
that
don't
he's
like.
downstairs, Owen's going to attempt to just slip out of the room.
Yeah, well,
I-
both Jonathan and
I'm-
Christian are in the way. Like, you literally need to go in
And
between them. as well.
Valerie is there too.
just gonna attempt to slip out.
Yeah, well,
No.
emphasis on the attempt, because Jonathan is just gonna sort of hold up an arm and say, like, hold up, we're not done talking yet.
I've heard everything I need to know.
Excuse me?
I'm not sure
I've-
what that's meant to be, but it does not sound good. I suggest you stay put.
Yeah, no, we need a
Or
no,
at
we need
least
a
tell
plan to
us
deal
what the
with this
fuck is
guy.
going on with you.
Said I've heard everything I need to know.
Owen, if you go down there and you die, because
gonna
you
have-
will, trust me on that, I know this guy.
Not
I
to
know him
mention,
too.
Can you
Hold
elaborate on that?
up. Ten. How do you know him?
He orchestrated the attack on my family. He killed my father. He disfigured my mother.
Then it would
The
be all the
wall.
more reason for you not to show your face right now, because who's to say he wouldn't finish the job? And are you really going to go down there and kill him while we are on neutral ground and incite a war?
thank you, I was just going to say that.
Think about this. You think that I would have just walked into where he is now and just killed him right there myself? He has my parents. I don't know what he's doing to him, but I have the control to sit here and figure out a plan. I suggest you do the same if you value your existence.
Owen, we're going to put him through hell because a quick death is not punishment enough. So
And we need
work with us here.
and
We're
if
going
I
to
can
make him
figure
pay
out
for what he's done.
and if I can figure out where he has my family, all the better, because at least 2 of his victims will be safe.
I will also remind you that he's not alone. An old friend of mine is there. One you would remember, Owen. The one I put a hole in the hand of.
So for the love of every single deity in existence, stay the fuck put.
Work
Need to
with
bait
us
him
here.
out.
Owen's going to grit his teeth and return to his spot against the wall.
Jonathan's gonna decide that, better safe than sorry, and just lean against the door.
Anybody
His
else want to
time
go running
will-
and guns blazing?
His time will come. Caro's friend's time will come right now. We need to lay everything out that we've learned, that we know, and then maybe get some sleep and take care of whatever business we need to again tomorrow.
I don't think that we should wait that long to take care of it, but
I don't think we have the
Because
time to
can't-
sleep. No,
We
we have
can't
no
do
idea.
anything while they're here in neutral territory, not if we want somewhere relatively safe to come back to.
But we
That
can
is
bait
all
them
I
out.
am saying.
we can bait them out.
We
Fine,
need to get them
but we
out.
need to
Pretty hot
talk about it
item.
first. Here,
Yes.
now, let's talk. Let's find a way to bait them out.
So,
Which of us in this room would work best as bait?
me.
The
the
kind of
hunters.
bait that would actually make him leave and not bring his warlock friend with him.
Not Carol.
Bringing his warlock friend with him would actually be better so that there isn't someone left to find him.
He's got a point.
At the same time, we could always just wait until the guy comes out and take care of him afterwards.
Genuine, if I may throw out an opinion. Caro, he was your friend. I'm pretty sure he would hold a grudge about you shooting a hole in his hand. Logically, you would be the best bait for him. Violet, you know, what was his name? Victor? Is that correct?
Victor.
Victor.
Correct.
He knows you. You know him. Don't you think you would be logically the best bait for him?
I brought this up before. We don't know if I would be. However,
I think
Whoever
Isaac is
ends up-
pretty solid bait for both.
Whoever ends up being the bait, the hunters are likely to be the traps.
We would just
That is a good idea.
we would just need to get them far enough away from Euphoria. I think I have a place in mind.
Oh,
It could literally be the next street over.
Yeah, but do you really want to risk mundanes seeing us fight?
yeah, next street over is way too close.
We need to get somewhere secluded.
We could go to that back alley we first exited Club Euphoria through.
So long as we have some way to make sure that people don't go back there and end up seeing the body of a drow
You could.
and a warlock.
I was gonna
Yes.
suggest if Caro still has that teleportation thing that you guys could teleport.
We aren't using that for this.
It's too risky.
Yeah, like using a unreliable teleporter to try and teleport an enemy with us could very well land us in an accidental trap. So,
I still don't know the bounds of where this damn thing can take me.
for all we know, it
we-
would drop us in an active volcano.
That
We
is-
just need a place where we can lock them down, get the answers we need, and then, if needed, off them.
So where do you suggest?
Not-
Is the basement part of neutral ground?
I would assume the whole building is neutral territory.
Victoria
Yeah,
will
but
speak
why
up.
It's already-
Victoria will
Mm.
speak up. It is. It's considered neutral, even though the Hunter Society
How-
doesn't know about it.
Okay, Victoria, if I may, how far would we need to get from the club for it to not be considered neutral ground?
Out the door.
Technically out the door. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so
So we need a way
as
to
long as
we need a way to bait them. We need a way to subdue them, and we need a way to get them somewhere where you lot can interrogate them.
can subdue one of
Valerie
them.
speaks up. There is an abandoned warehouse just outside of Seattle. It's a popular hunting ground for vampires. It's not
Yes,
it's not a neutral zone. It's not a vampire-owned area either. We could technically clear that place out, wait for them to show up, and then spring a trap.
Idea.
Okay, that's an idea.
So we still need to find a way to bait them.
It's sounding like Caro, me, potentially maybe even Owen would be good bait. So long as Owen can control himself.
Owen is
So-
likely to reveal our hand
I
indirectly.
disagree. I believe that I should go this alone. And here's my reasoning. They will feel safer outnumbering me.
Mm-hmm.
They won't feel as safe, evenly matched, or outnumbered.
Didn't you just kill one of Mab's children?
They don't know that.
You don't know that. Mab is close with Kaname. Kaname spreads word like wildfire. You don't fucking know that.
It's our
And I
best
killed the
lead either way.
youngest. He was kind of a pushover.
I know it's not perfect, but
Okay.
ultimately I am in favor of Karrokhan's plan. It is out of all the options we have, it's the one that's most likely to work. Given their arrogance, we need to play to their arrogance to the point that it gets them to forego due diligence. That means they need to feel confident without it feeling easy. Karrokhan going alone is probably the best way to accomplish this.
Am I correct
well-
in assuming that we have at this point agreed on the ambush location?
Correct.
I, for
In
one, am
that
fine
case-
with the warehouse.
In that case, I'd say, how about we, the trap, move ahead and secure the location while you figure out how to get our prey there.
I think that's a good idea.
It's,
By all means.
It gives us greater time between us leaving, makes it less suspicious.
Yes.
Hey, Victoria.
Do we
you're
all
gonna-
should we
are you
all be
going-
a part of this in case something goes wrong? Do you want some of us on standby, like near the warehouse? Do we all want to be there? What?
At some point, we just get in each other's way.
So who would be most viable to dealing with them? Jonathan, I'm definitely for. Owen, I'm definitely for.
Victoria
Alrick-
speaks up. I can watch over and help out several of the other people who are staying back. And then Valerie speaks up. I want to go with you guys. I'm a hunter also. I can help out.
You're also supposed to be keeping a low profile.
Jonathan, with all due respect on this one, I want this fucker dead too.
Fine, maybe put a hat on or something so they don't immediately recognize you.
Of course.
I think I'll be most useful to help cut off escape routes once we do spring the trap.
I think that is a fair call for that.
Silric and I can keep an eye on things outside of the warehouse as well.
Dan, that would be an argument for you following our targets at a distance, since
Yes,
you are capable of subtlety.
That is what I'm suggesting, indeed.
Caleb
Right,
speaks.
Now, I just want to confirm something.
Okay.
Have we decided on how we intend to take care of one or both of these individuals? Are we certain we're taking care of them?
Dropping Erden.
Say that again?
I'm dropping the Warlock. He dies.
As soon as I get the information that I need out of Victor, I have no use for him.
Unless there's a very good reason to leave any of these alive, there is no reason currently to do so.
Good.
And do
Then I don't
not
have to hold back.
let what either of them say convince you. Unless you are 100% fucking certain that they are telling the truth. Do not believe a word that comes out of their mouth.
And don't talk to them alone.
In any case, hunters, time to move out. Maintain loose formation. Look like we've got a good target in mind.
Everyone
like that's a
shakes their
lie.
head yes. Ian steps forward. I'll make sure it's safe here. I'll keep everyone safe here along with Victoria.
We should keep one person with conventional armature here. So.
Violet will pick up Astra and hand her to Ian. Keep her safe, please. If I don't make this out of alive, make sure that she gets back to my family.
Caleb speaks up. I think she, Chiara, and Tanwin should be along in the back.
You want me to bring the cat?
The small beings are good for the back line.
They don't necessarily have to fight. Just make sure no one else is following. They'll be able to contact us in some capacity. Hunters, do you guys have any means of communicators other than cell phones? Maybe we can all be Bluetooth call? But I worry about it getting messed up by magical means.
The best we can do is a shortwave radio, but that's less secure than a cell phone connection.
Likely just unmonitored.
Well, I guess we're winging it then.
We all have
keep the messages subtle. It shouldn't be this.
We have a chat for this.
Yes, I'm sure you can figure out some way to communicate what's going on without setting off every alarm bell in the country.
Yeah, I would hope so at least. Otherwise, we are the worst band of misfits to ever exist.
How to wall of fire down Main Street? Subtle enough for you?
Genwin. Astra, attack.
Prestidigitation, citrus.
Okay, I'm taking my fellas and I'm leaving at this point.
The group of you go off, preparing the way, as all of you now have a plan to execute. However, that will have to be next session, as you all get ready
we go to prepare the way.
To prepare the way.
We prepare the way.
As requested, you guys wanted an entire group battle.
Yes.
This will be your first group entire battle. In other words, I will give you this little key point. This will be your first BBEG fight. You have made it to the first fight.
Oh
That's
shit!
not good.
Oh
Nah,
shit!
this is beautiful. We get to
maybe-
eliminate an end.
Maybe we can stop at the local hunter headquarters and stock up on some supplies first.
You most certainly can.
Like
I
a
wanted to
large
give you
gun.
guys that information so you knew. And then you can prepare. All of you get long rests before this. So that you guys can prepare. You guys all got long rests anyway. When you guys were sitting down, talking with each other, this can count as a long rest.
Don't question it, JH. Just
Whatever
don't.
DM.
Neraina,
Yes.
in the meantime, if you wanted, and JH, if you wanted, I would be willing to allow the adaptation to your gun to happen right now.
It doesn't really fit the timeline right now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say if what you're alluding to is correct,
Yes.
then upgrading the gun makes more sense after the battle.
Okay.
You know,
All
sort of, oh shit, the stakes have increased. We should adjust.
That's
Sounds good.
100%
We will-
okay. I hope everyone enjoyed this. This was a fun time. We have finally gotten through a lot. You guys, have been through a lot. You guys have finally gotten together again, which is
Woohoo.
pretty fucking amazing. I am so happy that we have gotten to this point. We are going to attack Beast Lord J again because he is online. And hopefully everyone will have a fantastic day. Stay safe again. Of course. Remember, tomorrow we are not having Stardew as Luka and Axo are both on vacation.
Baldur's Gate.
Tomorrow is
Baldur's Gate.
Gate.
Baldur's Gate, you knew what I meant. I have Stardew on the mind.
You always thinking about Stardew.
I
So much
love
Stardew.
Stardew. We probably will go
We
and
all
play
love it.
Stardew after this.
I'm game.
If I can get Axel from fighting me.
Fight.
I
fight,
just want to boop you.
No, you're not.
Fight.
Anyways,
Pickles for the win.
so tomorrow will not be our usual Stardew. This coming week we'll be back to normal streams. Friday, oh my god, Baldur's Gate 3. Friday will be Stardew like it always is. And then Saturday we'll be back to the big BBEG fight. Where you guys are fighting your first group. So anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe. And we are going to raid out. Stay safe, guys. Love you all. Bye.
Fuck you.
Do it yourself, coward.
I'll tickle the shit out of you. How about that?